Okay, we're playing D&D now. Let's do a little
Right.
summary first before we actually play the game. So I'll just start from the beginning and try to like quickly summarize since it's been 3 weeks. When we last left off, you sailed across the Skullgast Sea from Isleforge to Brigandine Island on the pirate ship known as the Sea's Deceit. It went, fairly well, aside from two almost deadly occasions. One of them caused entirely by Nazca.
I don't know what you're
I'm
talking
sorry,
about.
not. I'm sorry. What am I talking? It's not Nazca's fault. It's Roxanne's fault, which is
Yeah.
Nazca's character. I apologize.
I don't know what you're talking about. She did
And
absolutely nothing
then
wrong.
you arrived at Brigandine Island, more specifically at the city of Armoria, which stretches across the island. Let me go ahead and move over to that, since I'm not
Oh,
there right now. You're
I thought
fine.
I
I
thought
believe you're all there already. I'm just not
yeah.
there. Here we
You're just
are.
bad DM.
I was on the big map. Now I'm on the small map. So
Wait,
here we
there's a
see.
small map?
Yeah, you guys are on it right now.
Oh,
The one with
fuck. Yeah, you're right. Sorry.
You arrived in port. You got paid by your pirate captain, and headed in to the Landlocked Lady, a large pirate ship-looking vessel that has been kind of run
Landlocked.
ashore and slowly built around into a large tavern and diner, which then out of that has grown several large jungle-looking trees, which have also sprouted up across the entire island mysteriously. You spoke with Miza Estelthorn, the sort of newly appointed mayor of the island, and were more or less hired. Not so much hired. You kind of half volunteered to go investigate what was going on around here with your free time.
Oh yeah, to sober Roxanne up too.
Yes, Roxanne was very drunk. It kind of extremely complicated the situation, but
I don't know what you're
that
talking
I think that
Tell me a
might
little
actually be
bit.
the Roxanne. I forgot everyone's name. It's
Roxanne.
been 3 weeks and I can't remember anything anymore.
I be Rogue Blades.
Yes.
I be Rox.
So from there,
Twitch
yeah,
Pain is unofficial fan content.
Oh, fuck, we didn't do anything we were supposed
Permitted
to
under
do.
the fan content policy. Not approved / endorsed by Wizards. Portions of the material used are property of Wizards of the Coast at Wizards of the Coast LLC.
It's all out of order.
That's a copyright, not a net.
Don't worry. It'll go
Copyright
back
Wizards of the
under-
Coast
Okay,
LLC.
so Tegan introduced
Aye.
himself. He is Rogue Blades. Then we got Nask over there as,
I be Roxanne.
and finally,
I'm being made fun of.
I smacked
Robert
my wall.
Lynn, played by CzarBeefcake.
Yes, I smacked my wall a
Yeah.
little bit. And we,
I heard that.
yeah, it hurt.
I
It
did
hurt
as
my
well.
hand a lot. But it's okay. I'm fine. So we left off with the three of you as, it's currently late afternoon in the day, walking out of this, the large ship-based tavern. You have exited onto a sort of like a large section of like cliff faces and sloping down mountainous areas that sort of rockily descend into a housing district, which is also overgrown with these massive jungle trees. The area heads off for probably a good like 20-30 miles. You can't really see much past
The tree.
maybe a maximum of a mile, and you like over the tops of the trees from this area. The ones that haven't sprouted, like there are trees that are sprouted around you guys that are pretty tall, but then off from that you can see over the tops of some of the trees that are more grown down in this valley region that runs across. I guess on the map I could note that you're looking sort of in this direction, up across that way. And as you are all walking out this way, I believe we left off with. Oh, everything's being pinged constantly now. Damn it.
I wanted to check out the trees.
So the three of you, I suppose, have exited out onto a sort of back rock balcony area that overlooks the start of the rest of the city. It looks like there's an old, now mostly destroyed town hall looking building down as like one of the first larger buildings. That's extremely distracting. Please, I beg you to stop. So in this town hall looking building, you can see there's several large trees just shattered through its structure, and then off into the distance there is a little housing complex, essentially, like with some rows of smaller stone and kind of thatch roofed, and some of them have more like red brick roofed huts just going along the way. And looking down into that valley, currently there are some trees like directly around you, and then there's a much larger, like massive trees that just kind of grow into like a jungle of just trees towering from anywhere between like 50 and 100 feet tall. I'm just gonna go ahead and zoom in so I can't see that. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's good for the love of God.
I'm just gonna avoid the. Nazca, you're
I thought I was
distracting
far
me.
enough out.
No, you were not. I could see it still.
How about now?
No, Nazca, that's not the point. Nazca, the point is it's distracting. So the three of you are looking out over this cliff face, and it sounds like if you want to head up to more of the do you want to check out the trees like specifically around you, or do you want to head down into the area? I will note to all three of you before we do anything. I guess Roxanne, probably this is the one who this is most relevant to. You look out into this, and the first thing you notice, and the thing you continue to notice, is there are just, pretty good sized looking pieces of, looks like probably granite in most cases. Some, lots of like different igneous types of rocks, just sort of strewn about all over the place, just ripe for the picking. And
I go around. You're implying that's what I'm going for. I go around looking at the rocks in amazement.
There are small rocks, like little pebble rocks, all over the place. There are
no.
There are mountains too, all stretching in between that.
I
too,
want to
like
pick up a mountain.
there are rocks going up that. The mountains here are not like massive, and a lot of them look to be sort of like calderic shaped. They look like they were probably volcanic at some point, and the tops have blown off, and now they are sort of just settled. So there's just a long stretch of them running down the middle section of the island, and then I guess what are the three of you doing as you step off to this cliff and are beginning to head down into the
Whoa! Look at
former
all those
city?
mountains. Look at how they're just so nice. Just to, like, look at all that granite on them. There's just courses through them.
I be very confused by these trees.
Yes, the trees are interesting.
I never seen such tall trees in my adventures.
I've seen taller.
I'm just going to
really,
skim past
tall.
that.
Well, one really tall one, like really,
Like how
really
tall are we talking? When we see these
Dock
trees,
dive.
they're like.
They're like baby trees.
So these are like baby trees compared to the big old tree you saw.
So
Yeah.
Bob is just
Well
gonna
lived.
quietly put a hand on his face and just taking a deep breath for a moment, and then just start heading down into the.
I'm very
wilderness
concerned at the
area.
thought of this godlike tree that is a huge, inane size, I must say.
Eat lava as well.
What the fuck?
What?
What?
What? Did he just die?
No,
I'm fine. I
No.
tripped.
Okay.
you just yelled really
Oh.
loud. I didn't.
Okay. Okay.
Bob
Well,
starts
did you have a
leaving them
nice
behind
fall?
I
as
was
they
too
bicker
focused on
about
the
the
tree
Well,
and I tripped, okay?
Did you have a nice trip? See you next fall?
I did not have a nice trip, I be having you know.
We'll see you next fall then.
Let's see. You three head down the stairs that run along the back of this section down into the city itself. As you are heading down, I'll say I think Rogue, you specifically would notice as you're going down these steps, there is another person,
What the steps are made out of?
stone,
What type of stone?
granite.
Okay.
There is another person, Rogue, that appears to have left the inn as well and begun heading into the city, down a different flight. They appear they're like just out of vision in most parts, and they appear to be trying to be rather stealthy about it. They are wearing a cloak that sort of seems to partially waver and like change color as they're moving, and you can't really make out any of their direct features as you head down these stairs on your side. You clock them probably good 200 or so feet away from you on the other end of the landlocked lady, just descending down the other direction into the city as well.
So it doesn't look like they're a pirate, I'm guessing.
Not necessarily. You can't really make
I'm
out exactly.
suspicious
They're not
of this
wearing.
person.
It would probably make sense. They are
Only
they're,
pirates
they're
are trustworthy.
cloaked
Let's
in.
be honest here.
Okay. Are you going to tell the other members about their existence, or what's going on?
I mean, we're not pirates. He may not trust us with the information.
I mean, it's probably not good to worry them with something that is just my burden to bear. My distrust of
Hey, Rogue,
pirates
what you
being
looking
very.
at?
There be someone over there.
Oh.
You guys, as Rogue
you
pointed out, you
should
see
be-
a person.
They seem to be many colors.
They seem to be descending rather faster than you, as all of you are kind of talking, and otherwise they are like stealthily sneaking their way down the stairs.
Our talk is just echoing over to them.
They sort of seem to make it to the end of where you guys can see, and they dart behind
Go after them?
one of the large trees.
I mean, they could just be going back to their house. It is not right to assume that.
How
there
were
is
they
anything-
moving? Were they moving in like a sneakily way, like they're trying to haste out, or like a...
They were definitely moving as quickly as they could be while trying to be hidden. They didn't look like they weren't trying to draw attention to themselves.
So they
definitely.
look sus.
Bum, 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 bum,
Arguably.
bum, 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 bum.
I feel like I'm not going to be able to remain sober for the entire
They
day,
were
so-
they were the only person you could
sorry.
see going into the city right now. It's like late afternoon. Within the next couple hours, it's definitely going to get dark. If they are heading off somewhere, you'd at least hope they know where they're going, because otherwise they're going to be alone in the middle of the this.
They feel
Jungle.
important, but I don't know if we want to go after them. It seemed like they had a secretive of matters.
A lot of people have secrets. I
Yeah,
am not one to judge.
liar. Oh, I thought you were gonna say you didn't have any. My bad.
Why
What?
would you immediately
What?
call me a liar?
You're a pirate.
Children. We've been standing in the same place.
I'll
on the
have you
stairwell
know
for
I
15
am-
minutes.
I'll have you know I am many moons old.
I shove him. Stop lying.
Look,
I
do I
am
have to
not-
turn this party around and go right back to the
I
tavern?
be
Because
not.
I'll do
I
it.
want to check on the trees.
I want to. No, I want to check on the trees.
You know what? Nobody's gonna get to check on any trees if you do jump. If you two
It
don't
is
stop
fine
fighting.
if we both check on the trees. Yes.
No, Mom said it's my turn to check on the trees.
There are many trees for us to use.
I want to go.
We can go. Let's go. Lead the
older
way,
one
Lead the way, Bob.
The older
Bob,
one gets to
please,
check the
please,
trees.
just lead the way.
Several
starts heading
flocks
down the
of
stairwell.
birds
I will
just
follow
fucking
Bob.
flutter out of trees around this argument, like getting away from this loud noise.
I will follow Bob.
I run ahead to the trees first.
You
I-
have to run over Bob on the stairwell.
You make your
fly
way
over
down
both.
into the
I
valley.
fly over Bob.
Make an athletics check,
honest-
Roxanne.
To be honest, she
Oh,
could just
God.
walk over you. I'm sorry, but that's true.
15.
Okay, you two go. Bob and Rogue go down the stairs like normal, and Roxanne like tries to jump over you guys and just begins to slowly flutter her wings and begin to sort of glide down the steps toward the area you're also heading to.
Do I happen to land there faster?
What's your fly speed?
Is it 30?
You don't have a fly speed, I don't think.
Roxanne has a
No,
fly
I-
speed.
Bum, bum, bum.
She's
Oh,
just
they do.
not really. Yeah, she's
Yeah,
got
I-
wings.
Where I have to change positions. I'm in.
Since
Where
we
is
don't
it?
have music, I'm the background music right now. It's all just the Benny Hill
Wait, where's
thing.
flight? I'm. What the heck? Where is? Oh, flying 30.
Okay, so you are going. You can glide down at the same speed that they are currently walking.
What? That
Yeah.
doesn't make sense.
They're.
All right, you know what? I'm just gonna do it just to assert dominance.
You're like gliding down. You're looking down at them walking. You're like, I can keep myself from falling.
You
While-
want to
while
assert dominance?
pushing
Bob will
myself
do the
like
same.
this?
He will stare at Roxanne before walking on the side of the stairway with his slippers of spider climbing.
I'm going to walk like
Bob
normal
just-
because I'm not intimidated.
Bob just
Wait,
turns and
that's
starts
the way-
walking down the stairs. Roxanne is flying,
I-
and Rogue is
Can
just
I
like,
make an intimidation?
why is?
check?
why is this happening?
What are you
Why
doing
is
that's
this
intimidating, Roxanne?
Gliding with style.
Yes, I'm
We're not
intimidated them
flying,
with
we're
my
falling with
with my
style.
dominance
What-
of my higher position to be able to analyze the tree.
I'm-
You know, I will allow you to have established dominance if while gliding you are T-posing.
You know,
I just
Bob
assumed
says this
Roxanne
up
was
to
doing that
Roxanne.
anyway, to be honest.
he was like, you know what, fine, and I start T-pose. Do I have to make an intimidation check now?
I don't think so. I think Bob admitted this is the most intimidating you've ever been.
Not a high bar
Well,
to clear,
okay,
but you have cleared it.
Rogue walks down the stairs, Roxanne glides down the stairs, and Bob walks on the side of the cliff down the stairs. And the three of you get there at the same time.
Exactly.
Bum, bum, bum. But
Session's off to a great start already.
we're doing great. We're doing great. We made it down some stairs.
You
It took us 30 minutes.
it took you 20 minutes to get downstairs.
That was
Man.
mostly Rogue and Roxanne.
It's gonna
though.
get dark. It's gonna get dark,
I'm
and you
sorry
guys
that
are
I
gonna be
liked
20
the
feet away.
RP.
Actually, it's better. The closer you are to town when it's dark is better, I think, at this point. Anyway, you make it down to the actual valley and spot that there are trees growing more out of a like denser, like rocky looking soil layer that seems to be covering much more of this area.
All right.
By the way, is Dungeon
So-
Cooper supposed to be spamming?
I don't think
No,
so,
no,
but
no.
it
It
looks like-
keeps it kept crashing for some reason.
Milk Eggs found out that if you type E, it crashes, and now.
No.
Can I please head over and just take a look at the base of one of these trees?
Yes. Who all are examining trees, and do you want?
I'm examining it first.
Do you Okay, so you're gonna do it separately. It sounds like. Could either of you make me a nature or survival check as you look over
I
these
can
trees?
definitely do that.
I
I will
will
let
make a
Nazca
nature
do
check
his
as well.
first.
Okay.
I will let Nazca and Bob do theirs first because I
Am
don't
I
wanna
rolling?
step
Sorry, I
on
was
any
looking at
toes here.
something on Google.
It's not the pirate way to step on toes, I gotta say.
What am I
Nature.
doing?
Fire away.
Nature or survival, Roxanne.
Nature or survival? Yes, Roxanne.
Survival? No. What about nature? Nature. Let's see. 18.
18.
Yeah.
Okay. Roxanne, you look over these trees, and I'm just gonna say 18's
Wait,
high
wait.
enough for all three of you to kind of get a gander at these.
This friendly
No.
gander.
Would identify work?
I mean, technically identify could be used to identify what kind of tree it is and stuff like that, yeah. I think the important part is I don't think you'd even necessarily need to. These trees are clearly, as you're looking at them, first of all, not supposed to be around here.
Man, there's something
they
wrong
are-
with these trees, guys.
They're very tall, and they're, like, you can see there are, like, trees that are clearly from around this area. They're smaller, they're more bushy, they have, like, these small leaves. They look very, what do you call it, deciduous. These trees are their bark is like this very like long like veiny, almost pulpy looking structure, and as you are looking at them as well, you kind of put together these trees do not look like they're doing very well. They look like they've kind of been they've sprung out of the
tree
ground
is
here,
sick.
and there isn't the right nutrients or anything around here that they'd normally need to grow properly. And so these trees now are just like slowly dying in their roots.
Huh. Well, I guess that might solve the problem in about 6 months.
But do they have
Aye,
6
but what
months?
happens when the tree falls on the town?
You're right. The empty buildings will be horribly crushed.
I like buildings. Also, these trees are tall enough to fall on the town above.
It's several trees are also like several buildings are already like clearly destroyed by trees having grown out of them as well. Your group is currently kind of in between this large stone town hall looking building and these large rows of houses. And you are looking at some trees, and yeah. Is there anything else important you'd like to attempt to discover, learn, or otherwise investigate around this current area?
Well,
I really want to stab the tree, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna stab the tree.
your bot crashed again.
No, no, no. I'm
Rogue,
I'm
you put
doing stuff in the
you
background.
put your sword in the tree.
No, not my sword. I'm gonna stab it with a dagger.
You pull out a dagger and
Gonna see what the kind of sap is. Just gonna
you
sink
stab
it
into
in,
this tree.
you know.
Yeah. A couple
I don't know
seconds
what's
go
wrong with
by, and
bot.
then this
right now. I'll
this,
figure it out after drink.
it's a little it's kind of like an amberish red colored sap
You
starts
Stab the
to
tree?
just
Bleeding.
slowly ooze out of the side of the tree where you've stabbed it.
How can you stab the tree? It's bleeding now.
I wanted to make sure it was alive.
You could have just asked it.
You can
You know,
ask
that's one way
trees?
to find out if things are alive, by
Stabbing
stabbing
them.
them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Usually people will speak up when stabbed. Just
But you
making
hurt
sure.
the tree.
Trees have feelings?
You have feelings. What would
I
you do if
do.
I just stabbed you?
I would be quite upset about it.
Don't you think the tree's upset about it?
No. I'm
Oh.
going to be entirely clear here, Roxanne. I do not believe that tree is at all upset with what I have done.
Roll for it.
They're killing each other over a tree.
No.
No, I think the joke was roll for initiative as the tree starts moving.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. Yeah.
The tree just gets up and is like, I'm gonna go eat some lava.
I'm gonna beat the shit out of you.
I'm gonna beat the shit out of these kids.
No, the tree does not
Alright.
stand up. It's just a tree.
Well, you know,
Just a lonely, misplaced tree. It's not actually lonely. It's the opposite of lonely.
it is getting
A lot
late.
of
We might
trees
want to
are
go
lonely.
back and get a room before we do our actual exploration.
I'd like to taste the sap.
You
Aye,
stick your
it might be
tongue to the
good
tree.
No. Like put my finger and then put it.
Okay, you
I
get some
don't-
sap. It's really sticky and sappy. It's kind
know
of
what? It's-
very sugary and
It's now Bob's turn to exert dominance. He straight up just licks the tree with the sap on it
it's sap.
with his giant goblin tongue.
It's sap.
It's sweet. Tastes like sap.
You lick the
Yep.
tree, it's sap.
You know, of all things to happen, I did not think either of my crewmates would have licked the tree, and yet both of them did.
I didn't. Well, to be fair, I didn't do it like how Bob did it.
That is true, but part of that tree was on your hand, and then you licked it.
Yes,
You want
however,
some?
the taste was tainted by the hand. I, however, am getting the pure
You got
essence of the
pure
tree.
essence of the tree. Fucking
All the
Wade is just
splinters.
fucking laughing his ass off at this point. Aye, yes you did. Let's go get a room. I am having trouble here.
Don't act like you're the
With a
mature
lot-
one here, Rogue.
You're the baby of the group.
I don't know if that's true.
Can I grab some leaves and like vines and stuff to take back to analyze later, like while we're resting
I
in the room?
I have no
We're
issue
just
with
kind
it.
of
Yeah,
hanging
you
around
can-
this tree for a long time.
You start to tear the leaves and vines
Shall we
from
go
places.
look around the rest of the city
You
before
feel
we
a
go
little
up? We
bit-
have a few more hours before night, I hope.
Yeah, we can check out some of the buildings, see if
It
anything
definitely-
interesting was left behind.
Yeah, it
Any
definitely
we
clues?
looks
could
like
just walk
there's
around at
at
night.
least an hour or more before
It also
night.
might be good to go talk with that maybe residents down here. I don't know.
The hooded guy that looks very suspicious and was oddly pointed out.
Oh, that person's
Yes.
gone. They ducked behind
Ah.
a tree. We haven't seen them since.
Well, I'm sure if we go off in that direction, something interesting is bound to happen.
It went from being like 30 seconds from then to like 20 minutes from then very quickly.
Yeah, exactly. That person is long fucking gone. Like,
Nah, I think we can find him.
We could go check out in that direction. They might still be hiding behind that tree over there.
You
we just
shout.
hear, oh shit.
You shout, Rogue, you actually do about 40 feet away from you, further into the jungle area, away from the like city area you guys are standing on, sort of the edge of, in the bushes. You hear the rustling of one or more something just suddenly dart out of a bush, and then
I'd like
into
to
another
throw
one. You don't see this. Rogue hears
I've got a
something
lot of
behind
passive
him.
perception.
Isn't yours just one more than mine?
I mean, maybe 15.
15.
Oh no, it's 3 more. Mine's
I
12.
mean,
All right,
isn't it just one
mine-
more than mine, or is it like
it's
3?
one more than yours, Roxanne.
Okay, that's who I thought. No, I'm
All right,
Alright,
so
and
I'm
something-
gonna pull out
something
my rapier
sort of
and
Moderately
definitely
sized
look over
moved in the
towards it.
bush.
Would you looking
you
at
look
their
over there.
raw-
Make me a
raw-
perception check
rogue?
as you're doing that.
that would definitely be a good thing to do. Thank you for mentioning that, DM. I will get on that right away once I find out what
So
my
Rogue-
bonus to this
Rogue
roll
whips
is.
out his rapier and swivels around, with you two behind.
It's gonna be a 12.
Okay,
But you're looking at their rogue.
well,
I'm
Rogue,
not sure.
You look out. You see a bush rustle. Probably about 60 feet away now. A bush just starts to rustle, and it looks like whatever was in the bush
Rustle.
darts out of that bush and further into the jungle. You can't really see it because of the like picking up of the actual jungle itself and the foliage, but it takes off into the jungle.
What was that?
I not be sure. Maybe another Batbunun.
Could be any number of things.
Can I see
Could
where it
follow it.
landed?
Can you see what?
Where it darted off to?
It darted off like in this direction, as in you
How far?
you can't really tell. There's dense foliage kind of covering the base of a lot of the ground here, and it's
I
kind
have
of
an
darted
idea.
into that and off.
I'm gonna throw a stun grenade flash at it.
Just in the direction.
Yeah.
So currently it's probably between 60 and 90 feet away.
Oh,
So you'd have to walk over
yeah.
towards that area. Okay, so
I'd
Can
like
I
to
see that
walk-
grenade?
Roxanne picks up a rock and
Start disinfuses it a bit.
like rubs it, and you see this light begin to kind of pulsate off it.
Can I see that grenade? I
Roxanne
might
kind
be a
of
little
approaches
bit
over there.
faster. Okay.
No.
Roxanne
wait, I'll
walks
just-
over that way at least.
Yeah, no, I walk a bit closer so I can throw a bit better.
Okay.
And then I throw it
So you walk over in that direction, then
at the general area.
chuck this rock. It lands just in the middle of these bushes that you're looking at.
I
and
would like
then
to look away from the rock.
No, you're far enough
You
away
guys
that you're not
hear
woke
a
effective.
Okay, thank you.
cracking noise, and suddenly a burst of light and like sparkling flits of flame just
And a mushroom
Uh,
cloud.
no just
Not
just
that loud.
just about 10 feet wide, just sprays out, and you are you don't necessarily hear hear any creatures or anything in that bush. It must have darted a little bit further away, but you do hear, all three of you, several things in bushes even further away begin to move around. Darren.
That may
I
have been
go,
a bad
oh, what
idea.
the fuck?
They don't necessarily sound like they come closer, but they definitely are startled by that noise and dart to different bushes.
Is this
and different hiding
towards
places.
or away where we saw the sus person going?
This is away. This is in deeper into the jungle. The sus person was kind of going. So you guys
run after
left
the
like
bushes.
this side. Okay, we'll deal with
This
that.
is
But
where we were.
we'll deal with that. But so you guys kind of left this side of the landlocked lady and headed down into like the left hand side of the city. This person was going out of the opposite end and kind of descending more into the like denser part of the town square area. And looked like they'd
okay.
probably be going this direction. That's at least you last saw them around like here. And then this stuff is all happening over here.
All right. Well, apparently we have someone else doing something. So, Nesca.
Nazca
I'd run out of that. door
charges
there.
out into the jungle. Not like super fast, but like away from the town at least.
God fucking damn it.
Well, let's go. Road blades will follow close
So
behind.
Roxanne, you can fly, so you are kind of jumping over things and stuff,
And gliding.
and able to make it at your full speed. Could I have Rogue and Bob make me athletics checks to
Let's
Uh,
keep up with Nazca through these dense
would-
bushes that
would
she can fly
acrobatics
over?
work?
Or Roxanne through these. Yes.
Okay.
Acrobatics. or
Oh,
athletics work.
thank God.
I was about to get fucked up by an athletics check.
I just
16.
I chuck a flash grenade and then just start running.
22.
Okay, so the two of you
Alright.
begin to dart around bushes and otherwise, so that you're not like hampering yourselves and are keeping a beat on Roxanne, as Roxanne kind of begins to charge in the woods towards whatever just ran away through those bushes. You guys make it probably a good 200 feet away from like the city's edge area into much denser jungle. And I suppose I can just pull up a map of the jungle for you because of that.
Okay.
Roxanne, you go running that way. This map is at the wrong angle because I thought we might run into the jungle at a different point. But where you can see quite far away from you, Roxanne, on one of the cliff faces leading to a stream, there is a waterfall. And it looks like, so this is actually backwards. So you guys are going to be running. Let me bring you guys
don't
where
see-
you'll be.
I don't see anything.
The three of you would be
Oh my
here.
God.
This is massive. Just be aware.
What
It might
the
take
heck?
a while to
Why are
load.
there so many squares?
This is massive.
The grid.
So
Yeah, it
you
is.
guys go running. You guys probably aren't even that far, actually. So you guys have gone running. So town is this way, right, from where you guys are. Looking down deeper, there's a section where the town like lets off, and there is a sort of stream with a waterfall down to the south. And
Okay.
then where you three are, Roxanne goes running this way towards these bushes where whatever it was rustling around in like all of these bushes
Okay.
out here.
And all these trees have been cut down?
These trees are not cut down. It's just they're so tall that if I put the tops on them,
okay.
they're so tall and so big that if I had the tops on the trees, you wouldn't be able to see anything in the entire map. So
That's fair.
I just use stumps instead.
Okay. All right. And
So a lot of
we're
this
heading
area
after
is
Nazca.
technically dimly lit because of trees, but it's like there's enough like
Yep.
cascading light from different angles and stuff that you can still see.
And
So
we
it's
have
okay.
dark vision. It's fine.
Yeah, it's also not dark yet. So and the sun is at an angle, so it's not dramatically hard to see unless you're deep dense in these parts of the trees.
Yeah.
So yeah, the three of you are chasing after Roxanne. Roxanne, you run out towards this. You
What the
hear
fuck? Okay.
What the heck? I
It's
thought I was going
teleporting.
for
You
the bushes.
Yeah, I mean, this is where the initial bushes were. Then you heard rustling out in all of these bushes, and there, like, you threw this grenade probably around where you are right now, and had startled stuff in like several bushes all around you guys. And then you've gone running out towards the section that there's this section of like rocky area where it looks like something could have disappeared in or around in like these trees and otherwise. Looking
I
out
want to
this
find
way.
the noise.
Looking out this way, Roxanne, could you make me a perception check now as you've run out into this?
Bob is
got it.
panting and wheezing,
area.
having sprinted for longer than he ever has in his entire life.
6.
Only about 200 feet, but okay.
6.
My point still stands.
You're just beyond the last time you ran across that dock. You're like just beyond that and how much time you've been running.
New
and like I
new
said,
record
longest
for
he's ever
Bob.
sprinted.
Roxanne, did,
New record
Roxanne,
for
did you just
Bob.
say 6?
That's what we're here
Yes.
for.
Okay, you look out and you can just you are not certain where it's coming from. There are lots of noises. You can hear this waterfall slowly falling. Like you can hear the bubbling of it. It's not a dramatically
Rogue,
huge
where
one. It's
are
probably about
they?
30 feet tall.
Rogue,
And there
Rogue,
is
come find me.
movement in bushes just all over down here. And
Rogue,
this
help me.
way.
Rogue, help me.
Yeah,
Where are they? Where are they,
Bob,
Rogue?
catch up with you.
What am I supposed? Sorry,
Voice
wrong
crack,
voice.
sorry, I understand. Understand.
I
Don't
what
be
be
sorry,
I
don't be sorry.
supposed to do?
I don't know. Shoot it. You probably have a keener eye than me.
I don't have a gun.
Oh wait, you
What's
have
the
an eye
gun?
patch on.
I don't have a crossbow.
Well, I can make you one later. We'll talk about that later.
What's the gun?
Don't you have a bow and arrow?
I do.
Shoot it.
I am
Shoot it at
almost.
them.
I have a limited number of arrows. I don't necessarily want to
Look,
shoot
how-
off into.
I
Look,
chuck
how
a
about
rock at this
instead-
bush.
How about instead of
I-
shooting
I check
things
the
and
flash.
throwing rocks, we try talking?
I chuck a flash grenade at this one.
Can you?
Roxanne picks up a rock, and Bob, what are you doing as well as Roxanne is picking up a rock and enchanting it? Because Roxanne has to enchant the rock first, so you have time to do stuff.
I'm gonna make a perception check to see if I can figure out like if anything, like
If
tells me
anything's
where
actually
our
okay,
quarry
go
had
ahead.
gone,
Yeah, go ahead and make a perception check. It looks like whatever you were chasing is definitely purposely hidden themselves now because you darted after it. So yeah, go ahead and make the check. Are you okay? Yes.
9. Not
9.
much better
You
than
look out.
Roxanne.
You're seeing similar to Roxanne. There's lots of just like swaying of different bushes and like sections of trees where it looks like there's like an overhang of branches that have maybe animals in them, something moving around. You can't tell if it's wind or not. There's lots of movement. You're in the middle of a jungle.
That's
Rogue,
fair.
spot him out. Spot him out. I got it. I got him this
Should
time.
I?
Roxanne,
Okay,
stop
I will
throwing rocks.
While Roxanne is finishing up their enchanting, I will take a look around and see if I can see any
You would also like to make-
movement or something that is out of the ordinary in
Okay,
this
I'll say
particular
then,
environment, depending on the amount of time
so-
I've spent in it, which is nothing.
So I would say, looking around, I'd give perception or survival then if you're looking more for like anything that might tell you what's going on around here.
Well, I'm gonna do perception.
Okay.
I'm looking around. I'm not.
Okay. You're not
I'm
sniffing
not
the ground
finding-
looking for tracks.
I'm
or
not
anything, you're just-
sniffing the tracks. 9.
Same thing as Bob. Bob's looking around. He's like, you don't see anything like
Alright.
purposely darting away
I-
from you anymore.
I
It's
just
just
chuck
stuff
a
in
flash
bushes.
at this one.
You chuck a flash at that one. So I think you have to move like
Oh, I
there to
forgot.
do that.
Where?
Oh my god.
Wait, where is this?
Roxanne begins to walk
Yeah.
over towards
Oh
the bush.
my god.
Yeah. I'd assume you
I
two
chuck a
follow.
flash.
I never said I was following.
Okay, you don't have to follow.
I'll let
You-
it slide.
You don't have to follow. Let me see.
Yeah, I
give
chuck
me
a flash at
give me
this
just a
bush.
second. I want to see if I can find I can find a
I'm gonna
fucking-
hide behind this tree, thank you.
Bob in no way supports this. This is
I just like
Give me-
I just out of nowhere just started enchanting rocks. And
Here you
just
go.
making them flash grenade.
Here you go,
And just
Roxanne.
That's a
start
lot of
chugging them around.
Why is it happening so many times?
I just it looks cool. There you go. You did that.
I'm just throwing.
There's
I'm
just this-
chucking like flash grenade after flash.
Just this flash of light and fiery explosion. The bushes like sway, and you see a sort of little bit bigger than a chicken, scaled looking lizard creature. It's on its hind legs. It's got these two little front legs, and this big looking mouth and jaws. Let me unhide it.
Crikey, I caught one.
Just go
I did say I was hiding behind. What the
charging
raptor?
out into the
Why
trees.
is that a T-Rex?
Because there's no
This is
raptor
raptor.
picture. It's little.
I'm hiding behind
It's
this
a tiny
tree.
T-Rex.
Rogue,
Look
are
at
you
that thing,
actually
it's just
hiding?
tiny.
Yes, I would
I
like to.
run
admit
after
that's
it.
all.
Roxanne, you begin to run after it. Could I have everyone roll initiative for a good reason?
After
God
I
fucking
roll this
damn it.
stealth roll, you
Roxanne,
can.
you
It's
can
a
make
6.
it.
Okay, never mind. I'm not hitting.
Roxanne, you can make it
I-
30 feet within that time before initiative happens.
All right, I got
Uh,
it. 10.
All right, initiative.
was-
Wait.
I was expecting you all to just fucking charge these things.
God fucking damn. Well, I wasn't
When-
planning on charging anything.
I know.
When have I ever charged something?
When have I ever charged anything?
Just now.
I don't know what you're talking
Every
about.
time. You're running into trouble every time.
No,
Every
Trouble's
fucking
Trouble's running into me. I'm just a
that's not how this
troublesome
works.
person.
It's
You were
okay.
just-
Roxanne will learn.
Why were you
Trouble's my
there?
Listen,
namesake.
Roxanne will have to learn the hard way
Okay.
eventually.
18
I am
Clearly.
initiative.
rocked the hard way. Like a rock.
Uh,
I am rock trouble sand, to let you know. I
Uh,
will run into trouble.
these things that seemed frightened of you now. Roxanne, what's your initiative?
They jump
10.
out of the bushes and jump us and start kicking the shit out of.
Okay, Roxanne didn't tell me a number. Rogue, what's your initiative?
I said 10.
And you said,
I said
She did say
10.
10.
I'm
You-
gonna
she
take
just
the
didn't
recording.
enunciate it.
Rogue, please, I beg. What's your initiative?
18.
18. Okay. Bob,
20.
20. Okay. What is the plus that these ones have? Okay. Bob, you're gonna go first, but I will go ahead and reveal some of the things that happen so that you can effectively make your.
Surprise round.
It's not a surprise round because you're all looking at this.
Could be if you wanted.
They
it to be.
were hidden, but they've kind of been spooked out of their spot by
I
Roxanne.
wonder why.
I don't think it's going to be a surprise round. However,
bush trap. Bush
is
trap.
going to go ahead and be. They're not all right there, but I just
5 of them
Um,
get
out
positioned and
of
charge.
the bushes come sprinting these
Alright,
boys.
Are they sprinting at us?
This is Roberto.
They don't
this
necessarily look
is
like they're
Rip,
initially sprinting at you, but they
This
seem
one's Roberto.
to
This is Rip.
like some of these like fall out of
This
like
is
trees and otherwise
This is
seeming
Habit.
to.
This is
You're naming all
Tubbo.
of them.
Hold
And
on a
then
second.
Red
I'm trying
too.
to listen to Tristan.
They don't
Interesting.
look happy with your existence, and as they all fall out and see their numbers versus yours, they seem to turn and look like they are angry and otherwise about to attack.
Oh fuck!
Bob, you see them begin to like snarl and start to kind of
What's the button that gives me
skulk
like
towards Roxanne.
this is a button that gives me like measurements.
Shift. Hold
Shift.
down shift.
Shift.
Like start from where you are.
okay. Okay.
Yeah, you don't have to
Okay.
click for it. You just hold down shift. Yeah.
All right, give me a second here.
Bob, you're up first.
Oh wait, where's the initiative tracker?
You should be able to pull it up with F.
Oh, okay. To pay respect.
There we go.
To
Okay.
our fallen comrades
we
who
are.
are about to die.
All right. Bob is gonna move. 1, 2, 3, 4. Assuming I can run through.
Oh,
this
it's
bush.
sorry, the bushes are definitely rough terrain to
Rough
like go
terrain.
straight through them. But you could skirt around it easily.
Okay. So would moving like 1 square diagonally count as 10?
No, it's
No,
just
one
5.
square
We're fine.
diagonals are.
We're not
5 as
doing
well.
that variant rule. All the squares are unit squares, which means circles are just squares.
Okay. This should put me in proper range.
All these squares make a circle.
Why don't we just use hexagon?
All right.
Because hexagons
I'm-
Hexagon's
Dumb.
the bestagon.
are. Okay, Bob, what you up to?
I shoot this raptor 3, with
Okay.
a card. So I throw a card, really.
Yes, I'm gonna.
I'm
Um,
going to shoot them with my gun that I totally have.
Not yet. I'll work on it. I'll get it to you eventually.
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
Nazca,
It's
could
okay. It's
you-
okay. We all get one.
Nazca, if I send you I think.
What?
Can you play the music?
Yeah.
Thank you.
21 to hit.
21
Dun,
does
dun,
indeed
dun,
hit
dun,
this
dun.
little scrawny chicken-looking raptor creature.
Okay.
Chicken
Hey,
looking
roll
mother.
Time to
thing.
get copyright strucken. That's
Fuck it's loud! Fuck it's loud! I'm sorry, everybody.
just you. It's nice. volume.
Okay,
It's
so
not-
it
Yeah,
takes
my
1d4
computer
plus
got
my
reset.
spellcasting modifier damage, or poison damage.
Poison damage? Okay.
So it takes 6 poison damage.
Okay. 6 poison damage on this boy. No, it's not supposed to have 1,000 hit points. It's supposed to have.
It has. Each one of these has 2,500 hit
You
points.
shoot
What
out a
will you
card
do?
and. It's orange, right? It's just a smack. Or that's acid. What color is
This
this?
one's green. This is
A green
poison
card.
damage.
Smacks into him and seems to instill some poison into him. He looks a little miffed by it, but is still raring towards. Looks like Roxanne, though they have clocked you as well now.
Come at me, you fucking nerds.
Give me just a
Are
moment.
they like
while
the
I
same
make sure.
height as Bob?
Yeah. If they were to like rear up, they'd probably be a little bit taller than Bob. But right now,
So
they're.
you're saying Bob can mount them?
I'm saying that they might look a little bit scarier for Bob than anyone else.
So you're saying Bob can hop on the back and ride him?
Goblins only
That's-
have one fear, and that is dogs.
So you're saying we can get the
These are the dogs of the Triassic. Well, let's go ahead and go to the. Oh wait, no, it's not round 6. What the fuck? Start combat. There. Now Bob went, and we go to the Raptors. So the Raptors are going to turn around again, noticing their relative advantage of size. They all dash around and begin to charge back. Some of them can make it right to you, Nazca. It looks like.
Oh god.
Oh no, they all have.
This
pack
one
tactics,
can't,
too.
so he's gonna dash up and around this way.
Oh,
He
fuck.
clocks Rogue, and I'm gonna roll for which one of you he dashes at. He's gonna dash at Rogue. He can get up
Yes!
next to you.
Sorry, I shouldn't reveal my hand.
And
really wanna
this
kill
We all
one,
know what has
this
to
one also
happen.
has to dash. It's gonna dash
Suicide
up
bomb.
next to Nazca, and this one is
Oh,
going to
no.
dash up next to Nazca as well. So
Nazca
3 of them
Not a
are.
good
Episode 7, Nazca fucking dies.
3 of them are going at you, Nazca.
Alright, I'm gonna have to drop a grenade on me.
Let's see. They go in. 2 of them with their claws, and the one directly in front of you goes in to bite at you. So let's do the 2 claws first. That's going to be a 9 to hit, and the next one's going to be a 10 to hit.
Misses.
Okay,
I have
they
a
go in,
12.
and you're just you're like, oh, they're so cute. They're and you just reach down like to pet one as it goes. The final one going in to bite you rolls a nat 20. So. Let me go ahead and say you're gonna go ahead and take 17.
What?
No, sorry, not 17. That's not what it's claws for the bite. The claws, these you can see their claws are massive. Their teeth aren't
No,
nearly as big
not
as this
really.
thing
They
bites
have
down
tiny
onto you. You're gonna take 10 piercing damage as
Oh,
it
that's not a lot.
bites
Wow,
onto your
fucking
arm
damage.
suddenly.
I mean, it did crit.
You like reach out to
so-
pet it and it bites onto your arm and begins to just like
Happy.
dangle off your
It's a
arm,
bit
biting
scary.
down. Okay. That's gonna be the Raptors'
That
turn,
hurt.
bringing us to Rogue.
Well, I'm gonna have to kill this thing and then get over there before Roxanne's dead. So,
I have a
I guess.
plan.
I
wonder,
guess
is
I'll
my,
just.
Don't worry about it. You're good. I'm
I
gonna
guess
go
I'll just
fix
attack
it.
this guy with my
Nice.
rapier of +1.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I forgot I enchanted
Don't look
that.
at that.
That's going to be a 10 to hit.
10. I think that might hit, but let me make sure. No, unfortunately that that misses. As you reach out to stab this thing, it dodges to the side, out of the way.
Well,
Nazca, could you do me a favor and update your HP bar in Astro?
Oh yeah, I got you.
Thank you.
I'm going
I'm the healer
to
of the group, so I need this info.
bonus action disengage.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna go 5, 10, 15,
Just dance around
20,
it. Just
25, 30. I'm just gonna kind of walk around it
Okay.
because I disengaged.
Cool. Okay, so you go ahead and disengage. My apologies.
Oh wait, no, I
to-
didn't even need to disengage. I'm a bonus action dash. If I make a melee attack against a creature, that creature can't make opportunity attacks.
That's a good point.
Okay,
Actually,
so I'm
I'll
going to
do it
bonus
this once
action
combat's
dash.
over. Yeah, good. Okay, so, you
So
go ahead and
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm
Okay.
just gonna get within the area.
Oh, you're about.
Okay.
You're gonna crit this next time.
you
hopefully.
dash down there, and that ended off your turn, Rogue.
Mm-hmm. I only
Okay.
get one attack.
I dropped a smoke screen right
Roxanne.
on where I am.
Okay, Roxanne. So you go ahead and bonus action enchant, pick up a rock off the ground and enchant it. It begins to give off just this smoky, like tan-colored smoke, and you drop it on the ground, and it just explodes with this this cloak of sand. You're gonna go ahead and surround the entire area around you, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah. With the smoke screen.
Why?
You're trying it.
I'm just trying so hard, okay? You're gonna go ahead and surround this area with sand.
Yeah.
With a smoke screen of sand, and everyone in there is now going to have they're the thing you'd call that is essentially blinded to each other now, which would mean everyone within the square is going to have disadvantage on attacks against creatures, but also because you are in it, they're going to have advantage as well, because you're also blind, which means everyone is going to have straight attack rolls within that square.
I did absolutely nothing.
Well, no, they were all going to surround you and
Hey,
have
disengage.
advantage, so
Look,
you've
it's so
canceled
bad
that
right
out.
now.
Oh, can I
Um,
just back out slowly then?
Well,
Like what?
not anymore because you dropped the smoke screen.
Oh.
Oh wait, yes, you can back up slowly. They are aware that you are there, so I would have them roll for whether or not they notice you leaving and try to attack of opportunity you.
Wait, if I just go back one. that'd
Then
just
three
be
of them
three?
have, yeah.
Okay, then that's worth.
Okay,
It's
I'm gonna
worth-
have each of them roll perception for whether or not they notice you backing away. They're gonna have disadvantage because they're in the middle of the thing. One of them notices you backing away and swipes at you with its claws. It goes ahead and gets a 10 to hit, so it misses.
Okay.
Okay, it swipes at you and misses, and is that gonna end your turn?
I'm gonna risk it. Let's go all the way
Okay,
out.
I'll have the other two make it then too. Both of them notice you leaving. As you step back, they see their friend slash in and they go for you. You're gonna go ahead, and that is a 17 to hit with one of them, and a 22 to hit with the other.
All right, they both hit.
Okay, so you're gonna go ahead and take 5 damage from the first one and 3 damage from the second one as they claw in. Actually, 4 damage. Sorry, from the second one. One more than that.
Oh my god.
Sorry, he
Wait,
rolled
that
his
was
minimum.
one extra damage or one?
It's gonna be
less
9
damage?
total damage.
11 minus 9 is 2. Okay.
Roxanne drops a bomb that explodes with smoke and then steps back, looking.
Does this also mean I
covered
can't see
in-
them very well?
You can't see them very well. Looking in there, they have disadvantage on seeing because they're blinded, and you are having a hard time seeing them. So it's just a straight roll.
Okay, good to know.
And Roxanne, Bob, you see Roxanne step out of this looking extremely bad,
You can still
covered
move,
in cuts
Roxanne. You
and
have
bite
another
marks.
20 feet of movement speed.
Oh. Then I'm just gonna like back up to like Bob and like, yo Bob. There's a lot of dudes in there.
Roxanne, I will say that was very bad. That was worse than the last time. Like, you suddenly are met with the realization that you could have been knocked clean
Whoa,
out
that-
or killed there.
I could have died there. Luckily, I dropped that smoke there and
No
just covered
fucking
him out.
shit, Roxanne!
Yeah.
Stop
Yeah.
running!
And
Dead!
Bob, as Roxanne walks up to you, your turn begins.
Yeah, and no, he does yell that at her in character. like,
Yes.
and then
He's gonna
Bob,
be a cute buddy. I mean, they are
Bob is
cute.
going to use his last second level spell slot to cast a Cure Wounds at level 2.
Okay.
As we wait for the rolls.
It's okay. Sometimes the rolls.
All right, so be healed for 12.
Roll.
That's big healing. That's big healing. That's
Yeah,
my
it's big-
guy
the-
right there.
Okay.
And then Bob is fuck, the other ones are blind. Rogue Blades is already there. He'll use an item interaction to draw his rapier and interpose himself between Roxanne and Raptor 5.
Okay.
I forget.
You
How
still
long
have a
does it
bonus
last?
action that you're welcome to use if you want to. I don't know if you have anything to do, but or you could probably
Welcome to
inspire something if you
Jurassic
wanted. Whatever you
farce.
if you
I
want
could
to.
inspire, or you know,
Okay,
I
it's
have
end
an
of next
idea.
turn.
I'm going to use one of my newer abilities.
Okay.
I'm going to use Unsettling Words, which is going to manifest itself as Bob telling Raptor 5 exactly what it's going to do to its mother.
Okay.
And then as a bonus action,
Bob, get
I can
Raptor
expend
2
one use of Bardic Inspiration and choose one creature I can see within 60 feet. I roll the
Mhm.
die, and the creature must subtract the number rolled from the next saving throw it makes before the start of your next turn. Or, well, actually, never mind. Shit, I can't use that.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought you already used at least something to heal me.
Well,
Well, no,
I mean, yeah,
it's
I
just that
can't-
he doesn't think it's gonna make a saving throw.
Oh.
Well, it's mainly, yeah, that I...
Well,
I
I
had
can
an
make
idea.
it make a saving throw.
Oh, you can?
Yeah, with an exploded rock, but I was gonna use the exploding rocks on something
Oh.
else
Okay, never mind. Don't worry about that.
inside
All right, in that
of
case,
a.
I'm going to inspire
okay.
Rogue Blades here.
Okay. So you look over at
I
the corner of
thank
your
you.
eye and see Rogue on the side of this like section of pluming sand smoke, and you go ahead and inspire Rogue. What do you say? What do you say or do to inspire Rogue?
What are your inspiring?
Chickens and ass, Rogue!
Aye!
What did you say to the raptor? You didn't say what.
He
exactly
switched
you-
he switched to
Yeah,
talk to
actually.
Rogue instead because the action doesn't.
Okay.
is
And
not
what I would be describing would not be TOS, so...
Was that a,
That's why I
was that
wanted
a
to
D4 or a D6?
what's your inspiration die, Bob? What size is it? D4,
A
D6.
D4 or D6?
Do I still have the inspiration from like
D8?
last time
It's
Bob
not-
did it?
yeah, I know that.
I don't think
No,
I've-
it's been too long.
No,
Inspiration
yeah,
does
okay.
not.
we're worn off by that.
It only lasts 10 minutes, I believe.
Why is one raptor red?
I think it's a D6. That's because it's its turn. But it's technically all their turns. So all of the raptors, the ones that can't see, are gonna make perception checks. They can smell you guys still, but I'd still say that's disadvantage because there's like sand
Sand.
around. So I'll
Sand
still
in the
give
And
nose
it's like
makes it
disadvantage,
hard to
whirling
smell.
around, so it'd be like mixing up all the smells.
so I'm gonna have them each make perception checks, and 4 of them succeed at determining where the blood they just drew is running away from. So those 4, you're gonna get attack of opportunity on 2 of them, Rogue, as they take off away.
Ooh. Okay.
Do
Some
I
of
I
them,
can
get
only
it
do
then?
one attack of opportunity. 'Cause
yeah.
it's
So
a
you can
reaction.
choose one of the 2 of them, Raptor 2 or 3.
Okay, one that's been
Uh,
damaged.
4
I'm
of
gonna
them
take
run
him.
out, and the last raptor doesn't seem to know which direction he's going and just kind of walks, gets out of it and looks around. He's gonna dash around.
Does
this
he
tree
go
towards you, Rogue.
basically above me and then to the left of me? Is that what Raptor 3 does?
Yeah, Raptor 3 goes like this.
Okay, so he's not near anyone when he runs. Because you moved him first.
You're right. He won't be near anyone.
So,
So you'll have.
I'm gonna be able to use sneak attack on this.
If you hit him, yeah.
If I hit him. But then I can't use it on... Wait, no, it's once per turn. This is their turn. I can do that. Alright. Slash roll d20 plus 6. Alright, what is your die? I never got that. I never got the die
Bob,
from
are
you.
you here?
Die 6. It's a die
D6,
6.
Okay, so that's gonna be a 14.
14 hits, just barely.
Yes! Finally I get to do damage. All right.
So as
Look, all right,
Raptor 3 is running away, you stab into
I've
its
had
back
two-
with your rapier.
I've had 2 attacks now. That's gonna be 18 damage.
Okay, you stab
Christ
into
almighty.
Raptor 3's back, and it collapses to
well.
the ground,
I rolled well.
dead. Actually killed outright from you stabbing in the back.
Holy
It just
shit!
falls to the ground.
I just fucking cut its head off when it tried to run from me.
Why did it
Holy
try to run
shit.
at me?
And then Raptor 4 is going
I
to
am
skirt
fucking
around this
ruthless.
up behind you, but it dashed. So then the other 3 Raptors are going to go at Roxanne, who they just hit, not really
Raptor
noticing.
5 can also move.
One's still in the dust at least, so.
Yes. Where's Raptor 5?
Raptor 5's up near the tree near
You're right,
ours.
you're right. Okay, he is gonna dart down this way.
I thought he yelled at. I thought Bob
No, it
yelled
didn't
at-
happen.
No, Bob,
I
that
forgot.
didn't
Bob
happen.
decided
That
not
happened
to.
in a different universe.
This Raptor's gonna come down at
that is
Bob.
the 3rd time.
So you're gonna get 1 at you with disadvantage, Roxanne, and 2 at you with normal, and then Bob 1 at you. So let's do the 3 at Roxanne first. 1 with disadvantage is a 7. Then we're gonna have a 15 and a 12 to hit you. Do either of those hit?
1 hit the 15.
Okay.
Wait,
I
didn't you
have
say
another
your
one, 12.
AC is 12?
Yeah.
Oh, then
so that
12
does
will
hit.
also hit you.
Okay.
Okay,
It's
so
all
the,
If
good
it
then.
reaches your AC.
the
right?
2 on the left, or the 2 below and to the right of you then hit you. So you're gonna go ahead and take 7 and 10 damage, so 17 total.
Christ,
Okay.
you might TPK us this.
I think.
I just
To be
dropped
fair,
These
that
things,
I
are
could-
scary. These things charge in and start slashing at you. Roxanne, you're unconscious from that?
Okay.
Yeah.
okay,
Roxanne falls down on the ground unconscious, and these 2 things look around like, we killed it, or we knocked it down. They don't have a turn, but it looks like they grab on Roxanne like they're gonna start trying to like drag her away. Like they just got a meal, and they're like, that's all we want. We don't want to fight more. The other one, Bob, that goes at you. Actually, as it sees them knock down Roxanne, it is going to. It still has more movement. It's gonna interpose itself like next to you, Roxanne, and you, and it's gonna look at you, Bob, and it's going to like
It's gonna look
snarl
at you
at
with
you.
bleeding puppy eyes.
No, it's snarling
"Can
at
I
you like,
please
get away.
eat your
This is our
friend?
kill.
Can I please eat your friend?
Motherfucker, I was paid to watch over that person.
So it snarls at you. It's gonna make an intimidation check, which, because it's your same size, actually, I'm gonna let it make it. So could you make me a wisdom saving throw against its natural one?
Okay.
So it's like
Really?
it just
I
like
don't
gets
think you
down
can
and
fail
hisses
here.
at you, and you're just like looking at it. I think the only way you could fail is with
Man,
the
that's
natural
kind
one
of
yourself.
cute. Okay, you got it. Okay.
There we go.
Okay, so
I
Okay.
keep forgetting the slash.
you are not
Yeah.
intimidated by these things as it crouches down, trying to get you away from it so that they can drag away their kill.
Wait, if you were to heal me, would that just allow me to just come back?
Yeah.
Ignore it?
So that's gonna be the Raptors' turn, bringing us to Rogue. Rogue, you watched the Raptors knock down Roxanne.
I do
behind.
watch these raptors knock down Roxanne, and I'm gonna kill this one next to me so I can walk out and ruin their retreat. So I'm gonna attack the one next to me.
Okay.
And that's gonna be a 24 to hit.
That hits. That hits.
Alright, time to add all of my damages again. That's gonna be 14 damage.
Okay. You go ahead and stab into this thing. This thing looks like it is put to its last leg as you stab into it. You like stab down its side, and it begins to like limp and hiss a little in pain.
Fuck, 1 second. Let me. I'm looking for a certain feature. Could I? Oh wait. Could I pull out my knife and try and dual wield hit this thing with my knife?
Yes, you can. You don't have dual wielding, so it's gonna have all the same negatives. But yes, you can try to stab this thing with your
So
knife.
I'll just roll normally.
Yeah, you can offhand
and
your
then it
knife
doesn't get
against
the
this thing.
plus.
Yeah, with two-handed fighting, the only thing is unless you've got a special fighting technique,
You don't get the extra
add your
damage, yeah.
ability modifier.
I don't add my ability.
You don't add your ability
modifier?
modifier to the damage.
Oh, okay.
But I don't.
That's gonna be a 9.
That doesn't hit. This thing like hurts and dodges
And I'll
out of the
just put away
way
the knife.
in pain. It actually looks like it is trying to retreat from you as you go to stab it as well.
Well, I've got my reaction back, so
do-
I mean.
Do you want to stab it as it's retreating? It doesn't look like it's a danger to you anymore. It looks like it wants to get away. Like
Okay, it can
it's
get away.
literally like limping away.
All right. Well,
Um,
since it's no longer next to me, I'm gonna move right over here. Actually,
Okay,
no, I don't.
That's
wanna...
into.
Wait, is this
a-
concentration?
After my next
No,
turn, it's
that
gonna
is
be,
that goes
Okay,
away
so
at
I'm just
the end
gonna.
of.
I'm just gonna.
Wait,
move
Roxanne, how long does that
over.
last?
after,
the end of your
after
turn,
the
right?
turn
Here.
Yeah. Okay.
the next turn.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm
the
just
end
gonna
of your...
move up to here. That way, if anything tries to move out of the way.
Okay,
it's
you
going
move. You
to
step over the
attack
corpse.
them
I'll
opportunity.
move the corpse out of the way so that we.
Actually, wait. Since I'm here, why don't I just? I can stand on the corpses of my friends, right?
You
Yes.
are able to if you want to like try to interpose yourself between Roxanne and them as they're
That sounds.
grabbing at
That
her.
sounds like a Rogue Blades thing to do.
They
I'll just
haven't
go
grabbed
stand
onto her
heroic.
yet. They're just looking like they're about to. Okay.
I'll just go in there
Rogue,
with my rapier,
you
like, try me, bitches.
Dash in there, pull out your rapier, and begin to like point it at each of them in between. Okay.
Mhm.
We will call that your turn and bring us
That would be my
to
turn, yeah.
Roxanne. So is it at the end of?
Yeah.
Can you
I
end your
believe
turn,
it's at
Rogue?
the
It
start
won't
of
let
their
me.
turn. Oh, yeah, sorry. At the start of your turn, you make a.
Roxanne, could you make a death
save.
saving throw? And I believe the dust.
It's a D20, right?
Yes. So you'll roll a d20.
Does
It
it start
disperses
or
at
end
the
of your turn
at the
for the
end of her
dust?
turn. The dust
Okay.
disperses.
6.
Oh, that's a fail.
Yeah.
So you fail one death saving throw,
Oh.
Roxanne.
Mhm.
You've got 2 more fails or 3 successes, and then we'll know. Roxanne
I'm in
is
trouble
on the ground, and Bob, you watch that happen.
Yeah.
You watch Roxanne looks like she's bleeding out on the ground.
Well, I can stabilize her, but then they'll start biting the shit out of her again.
I mean,
only if they
Okay.
drag her away, they'll start by it, because stabilize doesn't bring them back up. So.
Well, what I mean is, like, by stabilizing, I've got Healing Word as a bonus action that I can
Oh,
cast.
that would bring her back up.
Yeah, that would bring her back up.
yeah, but Rogue's there to. Oh wait, and then you're on my
You know as
corpse.
well.
'cause that'd be
You can
really good.
attempt to stabilize the medicine check, and then you can obviously you can heal word
You'd
if
be
you want, whatever
seeing
you're
right
doing.
up my kilt.
Yeah, let's just say my medicine check would be more dodgy than casting the Healing Word.
He's not a medicine man.
Yeah,
He's
I'm
more
not
of a man
I
with
became
words.
one because of Roxanne.
If you could deal some damage to one of these, that would be very good.
All right, so here's
'Cause
what I'm
I can
gonna
only
do.
take out about 1 per turn, and there's 6 of these guys.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to cast Healing Word on Roxanne.
Okay. You'll jut her out into the closest position as well. Actually, I'd say you jut Rogue because she's prone on the ground. So Rogue, Roxanne suddenly.
You got healed for max. So 8.
8 hit points, Roxanne.
Yeah.
I would prefer if Roxanne stood up behind me, just personal preference, but that's okay. If...
Roxanne
would.
is on the ground though, so there's no real.
That is true, that is true.
If you want to use your
Like-
reaction, you could pull
Wait, I'm
her out
on
away.
the ground. I'm on the ground. He could just stand over top of me.
You can't
Let's
be
grab
like
it.
in each other's space. You're the same
Yeah.
size.
Yeah.
But if you wanted to use your reaction to trade places with her Rogue, that's fine. They wouldn't get attack of opportunity because you'd both.
I'm fine with putting trade place in.
Okay.
with her,
Yeah, no, I
'cause
would
You go
definitely
ahead
like
and-
to trade
not
places.
only do I have a higher armor class,
You yank her
Also-
away, and are standing now in between all of these.
I also don't think you can hit me. I'm gonna be honest, DM. I don't think you can hit me.
It's against Tegan. The luckiest
This
man
is
alive.
Tristan versus Tegan right here.
Alright, so
Tegan is luckiest, Tristan the unluckiest.
These things
I'm
all start.
intimidating
These
you
things
in
do
real
look
life,
pissed
Tristan.
at both. Pretty much all three of you now because you're. They thought they were getting essentially like a free meal out of this,
yeah,
and now
we're
suddenly.
fucking with mealtime. So, alright, so I use my item interaction to draw my dagger in my offhand, and I attempt to stab Raptor 5 twice, once with a rapier, once with a dagger.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a spicy meatball.
You
Come on,
yank out
kill.
your swords and go at it.
15 for the rapier.
15 hits.
And 12 for the dagger.
The dagger doesn't hit. I will note, technically, since rapiers aren't, they aren't, what's it called, simple weapons. You can't offhand while holding one. But I'm not. I don't care. You can do it.
Hold on.
Yeah, they have to
Or
be
sorry, they're not light
simple.
weapons. They're
Light, yeah, sorry. For some reason, rapiers
I thought they
are.
were.
Did you know
I did too.
rapiers are
I built
actually
an entire
really
class
heavy?
around it, and you can't.
Did you know
Um,
rapiers are actually like
But
bigger than most swords?
It doesn't make any sense, so I'm fine with you doing it. Now that I think about it.
I don't know if you know
Okay,
this,
well,
but
I can
rapiers are
just-
in real life. Rapiers
can
are
ignore
bigger than
the
most
dagger thing,
swords
'cause I
and
wanna be, like,
heavier.
Within the rules and not create confusion.
Okay.
So, like, the dagger didn't hit anyway, so it doesn't
I should say Tegan also
So-
couldn't. I let him do it because I don't really care.
I mean,
I
I
just
could
wanted
put
to note that it's
with my
technically against
speed,
the
I
rules.
could have put the rapier away and pulled out a dagger. Let's be honest here. I'm so fucking fast.
Anyway, damage.
Continue with your hit.
Yeah, so you
Sorry
hit with the
for
rapier at
interrupting.
least. But that does mean you have a bonus action to do stuff if you want.
That was just the item interaction. That's separate. But it takes 10 damage.
Okay. You stab into this one, and it also looks very bad as you stab into it. And looks limply like suddenly it went from I really want to kill this thing and eat it to that guy just fucking stabbed me.
I might
Shit.
die.
And
Get hit.
it like bounds backwards in its
Bitch.
space like.
Please don't kill me.
That brings us to these raptors. I am going to say, could I have like a group intimidation check from the three of you, as you are
Intimidation?
like in between them, stabbing into them in other ways.
That was an intimidation roll, right?
Yeah, could I have each of you make an intimidation roll?
Check the NDP unlocks.
It's D&D.
Oh my god. Roxanne got a natural fucking 20.
Okay.
I got a 17.
Okay. And I'm gonna have them compete with you. For it.
Well, we also need rogues, I think.
Yep.
Sorry. Dad came to my door.
Could you make me an intimidation check, Keegan?
I'm not good at intimidation, but
It's
I
okay.
can.
You're doing a group intimidation check, competing with the ones that are still here.
Okay, that's gonna be 19.
Okay. The three of you are kind of
Fuck
like
you.
looking at these three. You're squared off against this pack of raptors as they're looking, and they're trying to figure out whether or not they could beat you or not. They look over and see like the fallen one behind them and the current two limping, and
Let's
they
be
are
clear,
going
that
to.
one doesn't have a head.
Yeah, they are going to disengage.
There's a reason why I rolled that 19.
and start to
it's 'cause
try
I
to-
decapitated that raptor.
They're going to disengage and start to try to run away from your.
That's fine with me. I'm just gonna
your
put my.
I would like to
Saber
take an
away.
attack of opportunity on the one that ran away from me.
Okay, so you're
Oh my god, you're bloodthirsty.
you are punching
Yeah.
it.
No, I have a dagger.
Okay, so you have a dagger. You're at disadvantage.
That is horrible.
Because you're prone. But go ahead and
Okay, so I just have to roll twice.
yeah.
Take the lower one.
I deal a lot of damage. I'm gonna be honest. I was
Wow.
not expecting. to do
12 does
18
not
and
hit
more
as this thing like links and limps away suddenly. They all begin to run away.
Alright, good. Holy shit.
They didn't think they could get out of that without many more deaths, so they're not going to risk it. And
What can you do?
their pack gets out of there. I think
Bob
Bob
was
That's
going
what-
to stand over Roxanne staring down at her.
Go ahead.
Nazca's the
me-
kind of person. Roxanne's the kind of person to see a raptor corpse and be like, anyone gonna eat that, and not wait for an answer.
They make their ways away and
Speaking
hide
of which,
into
I'd
the
like to pick up the
forest.
raptor corpse.
Bag of mods.
Bag of mods.
Okay.
bag of
Roxanne,
mods.
you
You
run ahead without the group again. I'm not healing you next time.
Hey, hey, Bob, look, we got some food.
Roxanne,
What?
if you run out ahead of the group again, I'm not healing you next time.
Oh. Looks like I'm just gonna have to stock up my health pots then.
Roxanne, I will say there's a bit
Bob
of
is no longer going to try and
mortality
save
that's
Roxanne.
probably
Yeah,
you're probably
are-
going
Did it.
a little bit shocked at that. Like you've never had
Are we not going to talk
things
about
appear and
what the
attack
fuck
you.
those things were? Giant lizards!
They're as
That's
tall as me.
cute.
They're not giant.
Okay, a salamander's not giant, but like it's a bearded dragon is like maybe a foot long. That was 3 feet long.
I'd like to stand up and cast.
It was
Cure
on
Wounds
2
myself
legs!
while they're like yelling.
what are you
like,
casting?
sit up. Cure
The
wounds.
fuck was that?
Okay. You go ahead
I
and
thought a pirate of
sit
many
up.
moons may have been exposed to many a creature rogue.
Many a creature, but not fucking dragons without wings.
7.
It wasn't even as tall as you.
Still half as tall as me. Too big for a lizard. Too big for
And
a
I'll
lizard.
cast it again.
You
Okay.
are not going to do well in this jungle, are you, rogue?
10.
It's entirely possible. Aye.
It is like I'd say it's definitely dawning on all three of you. Those things are not. You have no fucking clue what those were, aside from like big
Can I
lizards.
analyze the body like after I finish healing?
You want to cast identify?
I
on
mean,
the...
I've got it.
I can't.
I've got a.
Well, it's a
I've got a
ritual,
corpse
right?
here.
Does ritual require use a spell slot?
It does not. A ritual takes 10
Alright.
minutes extra, but it does not use a spell slot.
What's this casting? Oh, I think we've been over this before.
Mhm.
I'll just take it to. I'll analyze it at home.
I'm
when
gonna
we're in a
take the
different spot.
head and the body, and I'll just like hold them with me so that I can
Rogue, just
sell it
dump
when
out-
I get back to town.
Rogue, can you dump out the blood first?
There's like blood
I hold
falling
it-
onto your clothes.
I hold it by the tail.
and just
The
let
blood just kind
drain
of
out it
shimmers
slowly.
off as the clothes of mending go back to the way
It's
they were.
starting to coagulate as well, the blood, and this thing is like you're hanging it by its tail. This thing's probably a good like 30 pounds. It's pretty hefty for how big it is.
Can I even carry that? Give me 1 second.
That was intense.
Okay, yeah, I'm fine. It's a little heavy for me. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean,
Are you encumbered?
No, but I'm almost encumbered.
Okay.
I do have a lot of stuff on me right now because I'm carrying a backpack with a bunch of stuff in it.
Yes. But you are technically safe. Roxanne, you have cured yourself. You can see there's still like blood both from those, and your clothes are just covered in dust and sand, and you are probably not feeling very well.
I just got drunk. I pretty much almost died today. Today was eventful. Huh.
Today has been quite a day.
Let's just go
Yeah.
back to the inn and rest. I think that's a
Yeah,
good idea.
I wouldn't mind a
I
bit
would
of
like
shut eye.
to rest too.
I would also like to analyze that in a safer space.
Okay, the three of
So-
you begin to drag your corpse back towards the inn. And Bob,
Well,
what are you
not
up to?
drag. I'm going to hold it up. I don't want to hurt the meat.
Oh my god.
I can
Let's
sell
ahead
it!
while we're walking
What
back.
are you
Pirates
up to,
code,
Bob?
make money.
You were gonna say something, Bob. What's your?
We learned 2 things today. The trees are trees, and don't throw flashbangs in the forest.
Nah, I just had to aim better.
No. Don't throw
I believe-
flashbangs in the forest.
They throw a flashbang
Bob,
in the
I
forest.
too believe trees are trees. I'm glad we can agree on this.
No, these trees are trees. That is information we
Mhm.
did not have before. They could have been something else masquerading
They
as
are not.
trees.
They are not tree pull. Tree.
Is there
people,
fruit on
tree
these
pull.
bushes?
Do you want to look
I-
for fruit and stuff?
I
just
don't
wanted-
know.
There's
I
definitely
don't
big
wanna
flowers on a lot of them. There's these big fronded plants that are like, some of the leaves are like almost as big as you are, You can see the leaves are also clearly starting to wilt. Like every plant, the leaves and flowers on them are starting to wilt, and there's these massive flowers on some of them. You can
This
look
is
for
going to be a
fruit
fire
around if you
hazard
want.
soon.
I just wanted to see if there was like anything on them because it looked like from this. Like
There's
something on
pretty
them.
big flowers on a lot of them.
I'd like to take a flower.
Okay, you head up and pick one of these big yellow flowers. It's this like swirling single petal that kind of like swirls out, kind of like
That
a
tulip?
tulip, yeah. But like the size of your head.
This is a big flower.
And you pull it off of the plant and have it in your grasp.
Alright, can we go back to town now?
Yes.
I'm a
Yes.
little shaken by the fact that
All right, bacon.
things from storybooks. What?
Yeah. What?
I'm,
Are the three of you
Nora,
heading back
I'm
to
not
town?
going to hug the tree stumps to see if something happens. These are actual trees. They've just been cut down so we can see them now.
I will hug the tree and see if
I
the
would like to
Lorax
hug the
pops out.
tree. I would like to hug a tree
I will say
Just
the
to make-
three of
just-
you,
just to feel a bit calmer because like
the three of you
that's
can
like the
see
first
as
like
well.
period death.
In the density of it, Rogue, you can look out and see down this direction towards this waterfall you could hear earlier. You can see several of the trees, and it starts to get more so as you get towards the waterfall, have been cleared out by, looks like, burning. There are like sections of fronds and stuff that are still there, the smaller ones, but everything that's like big, especially like directly on where the waterfall is, like all of the big trees have been burned out, and there's just these fully scorched stumps sitting around the edge of it, like piles of charcoal. It looks like that you can see as you're kind of taking in the surroundings now after that fight.
Well, that's fucking ominous. I still don't want to be here.
I want to hug one of the trees just to feel a bit more at home since I just nearly died.
Okay, Roxanne, you go up and hug a tree.
Roxanne, can we please go home?
Yeah.
Not
Bob
home.
ju-
We're
Bob
never.
just starts
I
walking.
don't want to go home.
Bob just starts walking.
I
You
would
guys
also
Bob
begin
is
to.
done.
Yeah.
You
I'll
guys
go with
aren't.
them.
You guys are like 20 minutes away from.
I would like to
walking
be
back up
in the
and
back,
then like 10 minutes on
just
top
in
of that.
case, because I know if someone comes up on me, not only will I see them, but I will kill them at this point.
That
I'm
is
on edge.
fine.
I'll just walk next to Rogue.
You three begin walking back, Rogue. If you're on edge, could you actually make me like a perception check? Because I feel like you'd be
I
more
can do that.
actively like watching out for stuff rather than
Absolutely. My adrenaline's through the roof, but I wasn't hit once. I'm still in like peak performance right now.
He took the pills, and it's yeah.
That's a 9 again.
You are walking, and
Perception's
just for a
up.
second, you guys walk 20 minutes and get back to the town area. I'll bring you off the combat map. Hopefully that dissuades your weary little heads. You make it back to like the edge of town where the
still
stairs
worried, no
start to go
worries.
back up. And Rogue, you just swear out of the corner of your eye, you see just like behind a tree, 100 feet away or more. You can't exactly judge the distance as you just take the first step up the stairs. You just see that weirdly color shifting cloak just for a half second dart from one tree to another.
I don't say anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't
think
want to
you-
worry them. Bob's
Yeah.
on like his last thread with dealing with Roxanne at this point, and Roxanne nearly died. So
Yeah.
I'm not going to worry any of
Yeah.
them. Even if they ask, I'm not going to say
Robert's
Okay.
annoyance is one part actually caring whether or not Roxanne dies, and one part like tired.
It's
of having
happened
to see
3
them
times in
almost-
3 days.
Like it's ridiculous at this point. This person completely lacks any sort of survival instinct.
They clearly
Yeah.
do. Yeah, that is exactly a very
That is an apt
description.
description.
Yeah.
I think.
Stop it!
Let me see. Give me a moment. I think with that, it's probably a good time to take a short break. I need some
Good, I need to go
water
pee.
and otherwise. So, yes, let's play D&D again. We're back. We're back
Open
and we're playing D&D.
RP.
Nask, we're playing D&D again. So,
Open RP.
when we last left off, you had walked into the jungle away from the town of Armoria, and upon doing so, you saw some movement in the jungle, and Roxanne immediately charged it, threw a flashbang rock she had magically enchanted at the bushes, which managed to spook a good 6 of these long, stout, hind-legged lizard creatures, which proceeded to attack all of you and nearly kill Roxanne multiple times, actually.
Well, to be fair, they initially attacked Roxanne,
Yes,
and then we tried to pull her out of the
We
fire.
intervened.
and yeah,
I could have handled it myself.
No, you couldn't have.
Roxanne nearly died.
Maybe if you had
multiple
dropped a
times.
grenade on yourself first turn, but
No, I did.
no, not a smoke grenade. A grenade.
Yeah, maybe if you would have just blown yourself
Oh.
up with them, then all of you
That's
would have
how
been
you-
charred, and it
Look,
would have
that's
been fine.
how you do
Or
it.
I could have dropped a flashbang and make them all do a save, and since I know it was a flash, I would have had advantage.
Or you could have just closed your eyes before you dropped it. Like,
You
Yeah, I
can't,
don't
know
you
how-
can't do that to a flashbang. So,
I don't know how much. I don't think Tristan would have allowed that.
I wouldn't have even allowed
I
the
close my
advantage,
eyes
so you're
and then I
fine.
drop it.
So, the 3 of you
Doesn't even know how
head back up
grenades
the
work.
stairs and back to the back entrance of the landlocked lady. You enter in again this shabby, open floored area that has this section of bar that you walk back into.
Hey, bartender.
The same woman from before. What was her name? Was her name Delilah?
I think
Hey
so.
there, Delilah.
It was like
with
it
the-
was.
It was
wait,
a
we're gonna get
southern name.
copyright strike.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, she walks up.
Delilah.
What's going on? You get a.
Our, fri-
Oh!
our
He
friend
sees
here has been waylaid
Roxanne's
by the
visage.
forest.
Were you attacked by those?
I hold
There's
up
little-
the raptor corpse.
Do you need any medicine? Anything?
Just a long rest. Do you have a
Yeah.
room
The-
here we could rent for
Yeah,
the night?
room's upstairs. I think what could I say? The Miza, the Almea, she said you 3 had your own rooms to yourselves.
Oh.
We did.
Oh.
Did we pay
Well,
for that
yeah,
before?
You guys don't remember paying for rooms. It would appear that the mayor
Okay.
kind of spotted you.
Could I drop this off here in a? Is there any way
What
I could
is
tell
this?
this? I don't
We're
really
not sure
want
what those
this.
things are. They're mighty scary though.
Yeah.
And I assume decent eating.
Kind of
Ah.
cute.
You ate one earlier.
Oh, I did. Then yeah, definitely decent eating.
Would
She,
you like this as a present?
She accepts it. Are you
I hand it off to them. I don't even,
She
I just don't
kinda,
want to hold it
like
anymore.
lumbers down her a little bit and she hefts it up.
I
and-
just don't want to hold it anymore. I'm tired.
She comes back and gives you
Ah.
I've had a whole
3.
long day.
She comes back and gives you 3 room keys.
Oh hell yeah! Free rooms.
And so the
I was
3 of
hoping
you
for
have.
a sleepover party.
So, hold on. I'm contemplating being a bit of an asshole here.
So
Let's see.
I think we're all just tired and just zoned out and just probably just
would
wanna
we
go
like to
sleep.
go up to our room?
It is
Yeah, I think I would like to
starting to
take-
get dark now. It's not dusk yet, but the sun is starting to go down off in
We
the
did
distance.
just get out of a
Alright.
fight.
Well, after the others start heading back towards their rooms, Bob will talk to Delilah and be like, "I think the boy likes you." Shy, that one. Doesn't normally give dead bodies away to any old maiden.
Really? I haven't known many. Is he an elf? He seems a bit.
He is. Bit of a shy one, not much of talking about.
I'm out
feelings.
of earshot. I've gone
Yeah,
upstairs.
you two have headed
upstairs.
upstairs.
no,
Yeah.
I'm passed out in bed.
Okay. She just says, "I've got a husband."
Ah, unfortunate.
She looks, late 20s.
That's fair. Ah, well.
I don't
he's trying
remember
to
if
be
she
a
was
proper
late 20s
wingman.
before. I apologize if she's not, but I'm pretty sure she was late 20s.
Oh, late 20s, yeah. That's fine. I assumed it was somewhere around that age.
I have a whole
I'm
list of a
dying.
bunch of NPCs, but I'm not finding her in the ones I have, and I'm sorry.
Bad DM.
Well,
I know.
When you
right?
do have to let him down, just be gentle about it. And Bob will, like,
Well, she
pat
kind
her on
of
the
nods
forearm
a
and then
little.
head back towards the stairway.
So, how eloquent. She's like looking at her hand for a second, like, did that just happen?
All right. Well, should I go through
Just a
all
little
the
bit.
ways I'm going to trap my room?
You're setting up. You're in your room now, hiding out and adding some traps. Okay, what you up to?
Okay. So, in the main door, I'm going to drop, about a half a bag of ball bearings.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna drop a bunch of ball bearings at the
You're just gonna
door.
home alone your room,
Okay.
basically.
There's
Oh,
ball bearings,
absolutely.
yeah.
Anyone getting in here is gonna have a fucking fight in their hands.
I kind of just want.
Look, all right. When you grow
Roxanne,
up where
you're
I grew up,
asleep
you
in your
don't take no
room.
shit from nobody. Okay. All
I
right.
wake
And then
up in a
over.
nightmare and
Is
run
there a
into-
window? And how many windows are there?
There is a
What's the floor made out of?
There
How
is.
tall is the roof?
Hang on. You're asleep. Roxanne.
Yeah, you're asleep. Why are you talking?
The
about
room
this?
is about like 7 by 10, and it's like one side of a ship, so one of the walls is curved up slightly. You're on the second floor.
And does that
there
have like a
is-
porthole or a
There is like
window?
a bed like built off of that wall with a mattress on top of it, and there is above that a window that is a porthole. It looks like there is a
Could someone
section-
of a
as you like look out of it,
could someone of my build slip out or into it?
yes, it
Okay,
is
that needs to be-
repaired. It looks recently repaired. There, as you're like looking out of it, there is a section
Is it
of a
big enough
branch
for
of a
someone to
tree,
like stand
like a
in,
jungle tree that has been
or
cut out. It is not big enough to stand in, but it is big enough to climb through pretty easily. There's a lock on it right now, and it's a circle with a cross
okay?
beam
I was
of
basically
wood.
wondering if it was one of those like cross, just like one of the normal like house windows, but no, it's just a small porthole.
It's
So I'm
climbable
just gonna
through,
need
though.
to-
It's not.
I'm gonna need to put
Small.
something into it that makes it so that anyone coming through would have a hard time. So I'm trying to think here. What would be a funny thing to put in there? I don't think like if I put ball bearings in there, they're not gonna stay and they'll be easily just like pushed out. But they would alert me if someone came through there. Because they'd like bounce on the floor. I think what I'm gonna do is should I do
You're sitting here like contemplating how shall
yeah, I've got
um,
time. I only sleep for half
Zara,
the
are
time.
you just hitting the sack? What are you doing?
Well, if it's just dusk, then with the tavern owner's permission, I'll perform for a while.
Okay, so
Before
you're
heading to bed.
downstairs. You're downstairs doing some different instruments.
Some bagpiping.
Okay, bagpipe. Make a
Primarily.
performance check as well, and we'll go.
Oh, I think I have an idea, but you guys might call me a monster for doing it.
I'm gonna call you a monster anyway.
What are you doing, Rogue?
I'm gonna
19.
I'm going to take some oil from my flask and kind of pour it around the edge, so anyone will come through will get covered. This will take like an entire oil flask, but I'm gonna make it so if they come through, they're covered in oil, and I can very quickly light up a torch and just throw it on them.
Okay. You go ahead and fill the like seam area that like holds the window itself in. You just fill it with oil, so anyone climbing through is gonna just brush their cloak or whatever they're wearing up against it, I guess.
Ooh, a cloak, you say?
I sure.
Yep, that's what I do. That's what I do.
Yeah.
That's what I do. I'm not trying to get any information out of you.
Okay.
Nope, no siree. All right, and then I move the bed away from the wall. I don't want that
It
close.
is built onto the wall. So
Okay,
you
I
can
take
move
the mattress out.
Yeah.
I take the mattress out and I put it on the far wall.
Okay.
And I'm
You're
gonna
up
go to
against
sleep
you're
there.
so
with my back
you've
against
got
the
a
walls.
door, ball bearings, mattress, you on top of the mattress, about another 5 feet.
I'm in the
of
corner
space,
looking out towards
and then
the
a
ball bearings
wall
and the window.
with like a plank above it.
This is
and then a window.
important for my this is important for my safety. This is a new area and I'm not surrounded by people I trust.
Okay, so the ball bearings are behind you, the window's in front of you, the oil's in the window, mattress beneath you, and you're ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And
I'd
that'll
like
be
to
my
knock
night. I'll
on
go into
Rogue's
my
window
trance.
door.
Okay.
I'm already sleeping and so are you.
No, I'm scared. It's a new place.
Roxanne,
I almost died.
you're like getting
I almost died. I have
Roxanne,
first
you're
time
at least
sleeping
in
up
your room
Rogue.
for a second, and you're thinking about that, and kind of you wake up for a second, and look around the room. You have dark vision, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's been Bob, you've been very well carousing downstairs. The air of the place has kind of gone from a kind of somber, like, we all have food, we're getting prepared and making sure everything's stable enough for when we need to start rebuilding, to a night of kind of revelry for a moment as everyone is kind of calming down and
Yeah.
listening to your bagpipes.
I just hear them through the like walls since they're not that thick, and I'm comforted by the fact that my man's playing.
Rogue, you find yourself to sleep as well, and
Mhm.
probably a good hour or so goes by as Roxanne, you are starting to feel a little
Lonely.
homesick, a little lonely, a little
Little scared because I almost
scared.
died today.
It is now dark. It's finally gotten dark over the last like hour, and it's just like in the beginning moments of like darkness. It appears the moon is just barely starting to come up, and it's excessively dark in your room, you feel, and you are like looking around for a second.
I'd like to try to go to Rogue Blade's
You
room.
go to your door and go to turn the handle, and it is locked.
Don't I have the key
You try the key, and it doesn't work.
for my own room.
Yes, and behind you, you hear a little.
I'd like to pull out the torch I have and
You pull out
light
your
it.
torch and like begin to light it, and then
Oh
you
wait, no,
hear.
wait, 1 second. I have something better.
God.
Dancing lights.
So you go ahead
I
and
saw a flashbang. Yes,
you kind of
yes,
what
Bob.
kind of
What kind
what kind of materials does dancing lights? How do you cast it?
Concentration up to 1 minute. VSM. A
Okay,
bit
so
of
you.
phosphorus or witchwood or glowworm.
It's okay because you have your tools. So you go ahead and you have like your painter supplies, your tools that you can use to cast things with. So any set of
Yeah.
tools, your rock, whatever thing, you pull out your focus, and
Yeah, I can make up to 4 torch sides.
you whisper
lights
to
within
yourself,
range.
realizing you are locked in your room right this second. You pull out your rock and whisper to yourself, and these 4 globules of light begin to open up the area, and you see on the other end of the room your window is currently hanging open.
What the? I can't see anything else in the room.
You look around the room. It's aside from that, it's bare. There's your mattress on the
And
bed,
I
the
check
bed
to make sure I
itself.
have everything.
You
in
look
me.
around like on yourself
I'm
and stuff.
cutting.
Make me a perception check or an investigation check.
Investigations +3. Alright, let's go with that one. 18 for investigation.
You're looking around. There is a half second where you swear you hear something right above you.
I look up.
A net flies down onto your head. Could you make me a dexterity or strength saving throw?
30 or
Also, I'm gonna give you some ominous music to
go
okay.
with dexterity. I got a 13.
Okay. We play Hitman by Kevin Macleod.
Do you like my message I sent you?
No. Can you play Hitman? What'd you get on your saving throw?
13.
Okay, this net, you can see there's these like lead and heavy like anchors on the sides of it to hold it down, and it collapses down onto the ground around you and then sweeps up as something up above you, which you now recognize to be some sort of figure in a dark red cloak. Yanks it up. They're like hanging from the side of the wall, and they begin to
drop a flashbang.
You can start to.
I'd like to try to drop a flashbang.
Okay, so you pull out your rock and like start. Could you make me a athletics or acrobatics check?
Let's go with acrobatics. 20 unnatural.
Unnatural 20? Okay, so they are going to be competing with you to try to kick it out of your hand. So you go ahead and first thing, you cast this spell on it. And it begins to glow slightly. So that's your bonus action. And then this guy, he goes to try to kick it out of your hand, and you manage to pull it back in the net. So you are just like suddenly in this net, and he yanks the net up into like a sack essentially, and begins to run along the wall in a similar way that you actually saw Bob earlier, as he pulls you towards the window.
Do I drop the flashbang?
You can drop the flashbang if you want.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm trying to
you
alert
and
them.
you and them
obviously.
make a saving throw as well, as this flashbang suddenly.
Do I get advantage?
I'm
no.
I hear the flashbang.
Since I'm
You're most likely going to hear the flashbang. Yes.
I know, that's the whole entire reason why I wanted to drop the flashbang. I'm trying to remember what type of it is. Flashes each Constitution.
Okay. What's the number that we need to make?
What? 13. I failed
13.
it. I got 7.
Okay. They got a 19. So you suddenly throw this flashbang on it, and they seem to like cover their eyes for a second, seem undeterred, and they, with a probably, what noise do you make as you are suddenly yanked out of the window by this being person? You're not exactly certain.
I don't know. Probably some sort of squeal.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
gas.
I'd say
and
Rogue
also-
first. Let's.
They definitely heard the flashbang.
We will pick up with you, Roxanne, when the other two find you, which may be soon, may not be. But suddenly, Roxanne, you are swept out of the window, just absolutely praying that your friends just heard that banging go off. And you, I'd say first and foremost, in the room next to you, Rogue, suddenly, the first thing you hear, Rogue, that kind of spooks you, it just, you feel yourself sort of starting to rouse for a second, and you just hear a little, and you go, did a window just open? And you're kind of like, your eyes start to open, and then you hear like thud, 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 and then as something is torn away.
I'm gonna go look out my window.
Okay, you
'Cause
turn and
if
go.
it's torn away, it's going out the window.
Yeah, make a
And
perception
it
check.
went through the window.
Yeah.
All right.
You
perception.
stand up, get yourself over the window, and look out.
23.
Okay, you look out the window, look down, and you see someone yanking
Am I screaming
a
as
like
well? I'm
squealing
triggered.
bag essentially. A bag that is clearly, you can hear something coming
How
from
far
this
down
entity.
is it from me?
It's not like dramatically far away, but pretty. Currently, they've made it. Let's see how far they'd make it. So in the room, they're gonna be gutting out. I'd say that uses half their movement, so 50. They're probably about 75 feet away from you right now.
Okay. This window. Can I
I'd say
open it
also,
with the key?
With
Or
a
is
perception
it-
check. Well, let's say the window. The window doesn't. It just has a latch on the inside that appears to like be lockable or unlockable.
Okay.
I'll say with your that high perception, you notice there's like a smoldering coming off of this figure. It has like this deep dark red cloak, and there are footprints, not being left every time as it steps on the stone. It doesn't appear to leave it, but you can see in the ground, like the dirt that it landed on first from jumping out of the window. There are two scorched
Okay, I'd just like you to
footprints.
know that this person is only 75 feet away,
It
which
is
means I
currently 75
believe
feet,
I
yes.
can catch up to them.
If you're going the same speed, you might be able to catch up. Yeah, you're gonna have to go
I
through
can
your
move.
window and.
No,
You
I'm
can
going
move
to.
90.
I don't even need to open my window. As I'm looking down, I can see it, and this window's not airtight, so I can see it. I'm going to Misty Step towards them.
That's a good idea.
Onto the ground.
Are you getting Bob or anything? Are you going to try to do anything to let Bob know? Or are you just gonna hope that Bob
Fuck
heard the commotion?
I think I might just have to hope that Bob heard the commotion because, to be fair, I am really good at 1v1ing. That's
Okay.
my whole character shtick.
Technically,
But
and if you
I-
did that, would be
I would
1v3.
also love it if Bob heard. But okay, I guess I'll just make some more noise before I go running. Would it be an action to just throw a crowbar at the wall, or?
Yeah, I'd say to make
Okay,
enough clear noise. Make an
Can I
insight.
just
make it
yell?
intelligent? Yeah, you can,
Can I
yell.
just
You can
yell
yell as
for
loud as
Bob?
you want. Yeah, you can just yell.
Hey, Bob! Guess who got kidnapped?
Okay.
In
You-
clearly not a pirate voice because it's morning and I'm groggy and I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, it's not even morning. This is an hour after
Middle
you
part.
went to sleep.
Misty
So-
step down there, action dash,
You-
run towards them
Okay.
for a total of. I'm next to them.
You
I go.
in
I
your
Misty
turn,
step 30 feet
30.
and I have 60 feet of movement. if I
you
action dash.
can get up to them and see
Mm-hmm.
Roxanne. As you are running up to this person, you're not actually certain if it's a he. This person turns around and you see this like cloaked face with like a covered dark red like mask on as well, and they turn around and a beam of scorching fire suddenly sprays out of their hand that they're holding out. Could you make me a dexterity saving throw?
Oh, that I can. That's going to be a 20.
Okay, you do succeed, so you're going to take half damage as a line of fire smashes into you.
Is Tristan robotic for anyone else a bit?
Am I robotic?
Not really, no.
No, I'm hearing everybody
Oh,
just
okay.
I
fine.
think that's
Okay,
your
hopefully not.
internet.
So you're
It
gonna
might
take
be me. I don't know why.
You're going to take half of 10 fire damage, so 5 fire damage.
5 fire damage.
As suddenly, your clothes are just like
Was
scorched
that
and begin
their
to reform.
reaction or their action?
That
Was
was
that a
their
reaction?
action, and then they are going to go ahead and start charging away. So they use their action to cast it, and then as they start to...
I'm in the middle of this firewall, but
You are in the middle of the firewall, which stays with their hand as they run up the stairs. So, like, you're on the stairs, and they run. So, like, if you get
Nice
that
bug.
close
How
again,
tall
you
is
will
the
run back.
firewall?
The firewall is about 6 or 7 feet tall. Like,
Yes. Okay.
Swear-
Okay.
So there's the stairs that you're running along, right? And there's a column of fire in between. How long is the fire column? Let me let you know. 30-foot long column of fire.
30 foot tall or 30 feet long?
30 feet long.
Okay, like 6
column
feet
of
tall.
fire, like 5-6 feet tall because of the flames that are licking off of the like squares it's in. And
Okay.
he is running away from you, just holding this fire up behind him.
So
and
since he's
he-
dragging something, he gets like 15 feet movement.
He doesn't appear dramatically encumbered. He looks like he has something making him stronger, and also he is running on the ground. He looks like there are some magical things affecting him right now,
Like a
and
lot of
multiple. And he like runs, and as he is running away from you, are you sticking like 30 feet away? What's your plan as he begins?
Well, I assume are we going on turns or are we going on?
He is currently pacing 60 feet per turn and 90. It looks like he's gonna go 90 next turn because he moves his 30 and then dashes with his bonus action. It looks like makes it.
Am I
60.
able to
fellow
struggle?
rogue.
Like to struggle?
You feel like you are probably able to struggle, Roxanne, as this
Should
is
I pull out,
happening.
like my dagger and like start cutting?
I think it's probably important that we pull Bob into this as well.
Yeah, I think it's time for Bob to come in because
I
I've
think
had a
it's Bob's
turn,
turn.
and this person's had 2 turns. Not very
Yeah,
fair
this
to
person had a
Bob,
turn
I
to
must
grab
say.
Roxanne and then ran out, and then you woke up. So we'll figure out what Bob is doing as well as this. We're not necessarily in turns because I don't know if you're going to be able to.
I know, I'm just joking.
This is gonna be interesting.
Rogue, you're not exactly certain how all magic works, but you have seen some of these effects happen before, and normally you can't have multiple, which would mean there might be another person that has put this effect on this person. Is the thing you're putting together in your head as you're chasing.
Well, if
so
I kill
Bob,
this person in 1 hit, then definitely the other person will come out.
So back to you, Bob. You are playing the bagpipes, and you are, while you're playing them, you hear just this sudden, like, it's familiar because it happened so many times a couple hours ago. This very familiar, like, flash noise of something exploding.
Oh god, fucking damn it.
And then you hear a very muffled, can you muffle yourself and yell it again, Tegan?
Bob, guess who got taken again?
You hear that as well, from like up the stairs.
Oh, sorry folks, show's over. Make sure to tip your waitress. And then Bob bolts out of the nearest open door.
That'd be the same back door you guys went down last time.
Yeah, and except he will be using his slippers to run along the wall to try and meet up with.
Okay, so make me a perception check as you're darting out this to see if you see this. It's probably not going to be that hard because it's a column of fire.
There's a 30-foot fire column.
Well, this is going to be
over
how
there.
long it takes Bob to look down, essentially. Whether or
This
not
is
Bob looks both
Moses
ways.
getting away from
I got a 9.
You charge out, you
Listen
look
here.
both ways, and then you look down and you're like, the stairs have a column of fire on them and a yellow elf charging after that.
Listen here, this is Moses getting away from the Egyptians' levels of notice.
Currently, yes. Specifically, currently, Bob,
that.
as you look down to that,
Specifically
you
that.
see they are like bolting, like going full speed down these stairs.
Okay. Trying to take a route to try and cut them off, like basically by running over and along buildings as opposed to having to deal with the stairwell.
If you run like straight down the cliff with your slippers, you could maybe cut them off. If I'd ask for an athletics check to see how fast you can go to get down there.
Oh god. All right, I'll give it a shot.
Okay.
What's the worst that could happen?
Well, you're stuck to the wall, so it's not the end of the world.
9.
Okay, you just charge down the wall. I'm just gonna say normal speed down the wall, 60 feet.
That's fair.
So you're dashing with your action and just going down the wall for now. You get 60 feet of these guys who have probably made it by now. What would that be? 60 on top of 7. They're probably about 130 feet away.
I'm so confused
15?
about my character.
Rogue is right behind, just barely able to keep up with this thing, which you have made out right now to be some sort of figure with a sack and a column of fire behind them, who is just bolting down this way. So I think
So, can I?
yeah, let's
what-
do Rogue first.
Okay.
You have an ask
so
as
this
well?
is gonna be funny. I've got a plan.
Oh, no.
So you know the pole of collapsing.
Yes.
a 10-foot long pole. I would like to vault the fire
You'd like to try to vault the fire.
and
Okay.
land behind him. Yes.
Okay. You run up behind them, and as you are just barely able to make it to him on your turn, and then he can get away again, you try to vault it. Let's do an athletics check.
Bonus action dash, so I have enough movement.
Yeah.
Vault. This is acrobatics.
Yeah. I think that's probably going to be athletics. Well, no, you could probably use the wall to the right of you, like off of, if you aren't making it enough. So we should do athletics or acrobatics. Yeah.
All right. I'm very grateful for the acrobatics. Thank you. 20.
Okay. You jump and like vault. You hit the like edge of it with your pole. It grinds
is
against the
my
stone and
character?
stops, and you leap, pulling onto the pole, and you land right in front of this guy with a 10-foot pole in your hands.
And an action.
To
Stab.
get to get all the way there, you've got to dash, bonus action dash, and then run, because he's going the same speed as you each turn. Oh wait, not this turn. Next turn. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So this turn you can do
Next
that. So
turn
you've
he
got
can-
one.
So this turn, I've got one hit on him.
Yeah. So you land, turn, and
Does he have the stove
And
because
rapier.
he's firing behind him and dragging me?
no, he does
Technically,
not. He's
Here's the funny thing.
yes.
This is since Roxanne is right behind him. Wouldn't this be?
I'm gonna say Roxanne is not threatening him in any way.
Okay,
though.
yeah, but
Like,
he's carrying her, so he's obviously not focusing on in front of him. So wouldn't it be flanking?
I'm gonna have him make a perception check with disadvantage.
It is dark
and
out
if
here.
he rolls, it's not because he's dark. It's because he's encumbered by stuff. He's not like actually encumbered, but he's got
Not
stuff
encumbered.
doing.
He's
Right, like
he's
got
doing
both his
stuff.
hands.
He's
He's got
the
something in
fire,
both of
he's
his
got
hands. So I'm gonna give him a
Roxanne.
disadvantage perception check, and I'm gonna say he needs to get a 13 or higher. And if he fails, you've got your sneak attack. So
Well, not sneak attack. I get sneak attack anyway because he's within 5 feet of a friend.
that's what we're determining right now.
Well, no, what I was determining is whether or not I got advantage.
I'm determining whether
I
or
get
not
sneak attack anyway.
Oh, you do get sneak attack either way because you're a swashbuckler.
I'm
I
a
was trying to talk
swashbuckler.
about sneak attack. I don't think you get advantage. He's got a like 17 with disadvantage on perception. So
All right, that's fine. Roll d20 plus 6, I think my thing is. All right, that's gonna be a 21 to hit them.
that hits.
All right. That's not what I wanted to do. I didn't want to turn on caps lock. Wait, no. Okay, so that's before. 1 second. I have to roll 2 more. Okay, so that's gonna be 15 damage.
Okay. You stab this guy and he looks very, very bad suddenly, and you see like this.
I would
this,
say you reconsider.
a like a red like shawl
I would
that's
say
wrapped
you
around his
reconsider.
not a red like scarf that's wrapped around his like lower half of his face, like kind of gives way a little bit, and you can see Roxanne, I'm gonna give you one like attempted escape check as well, so athletics or dexterity saving throw, or sorry, strength or dexterity saving throw, as this is all happening as well.
I can't believe
I
that
know.
that vault was that 20 on that vault. worked wonders.
9 dexterity saving throw.
Okay, you are
That is
like
unfortunate.
trying to get out of
Yeah.
this thing but stuck in it. This guy who you're looking at, you don't recognize this person, Tegan. You've never seen, or Rogue, you've never seen them before. They look at you, turn the column of fire towards you again. Like
Is that
whip it
another
around.
dexterity saving throw?
Yes, it's gonna be another dexterity saving throw.
I am currently right next to him. So like in order to bring it around, does it go through
He
everyone
literally
else?
like whips it over himself at you.
All right.
I'm pretty sure.
That's
you can
gonna
do
be a
that.
9.
Ah.
And I believe after
yes,
this...
you're gonna fail at that time.
Yeah.
I don't know why I rolled 8d8 when I'm pretty sure it's 3d6. It's 3d8. Never mind. I fucked up. I clicked the wrong button. Give me a sec. I was like, but 80 damage? That's fucking crazy. No.
I just died.
17 fire damage suddenly as this
17
cone of
fire damage?
whips around and hits you. Yes.
I think I'm down.
You
The
only have
fire
17 hit points.
I already got hit!
Oh, that's fair.
You feel yourself, the fire like starts to sputter out even as he's whipping it around, like that's all of that spell he's got. And he points it at you and you feel the fire suddenly collide into you. You are feeling yourself go unconscious. What you see last is him hold Roxanne in the bag over the side of the cliff. It's not like sheared that she'd fall to her death, but he just holds it over and lets go and starts running down the cliff.
Interesting.
Well, I can't do much, Bob.
Bob,
Your turn.
from behind,
See him do
you
that?
see this column of fire sort of spray into the air and hit Rogue. And then the thing holding a bag, which is squealing, kind of like Roxanne, is let go. And then he charges down the slope of the cliff in like exactly the same manner you're doing after the bag. And
God fucking damn.
you are just behind this now. You run up, I'd assume, to Rogue first.
Well, I'm gonna run past Rogue while also casting a bonus action healing word.
Okay.
Thank you. Oh, my heart. I thought you
Did
were
the
out.
dry-
I was going to die.
Drive by sick healing word.
The moment I get up, I can start running, and I'm just as fast as this
So
guy.
you are able to do that. To be fair, this person is running down a cliff, spider climbing the same way Bob is.
I'm going to jump on him since I'm back up.
You got
You're
8 hit points back, by the way.
Oh, Max.
the
yeah.
issue here is you just fell prone, right? You're at half.
Half movement, I just jump off the cliff onto his back.
If you land in time, yeah.
I mean, yeah.
You can try it, yeah.
How far
he-
down is the cliff? Can I gauge it, or is it just like a? I
This
have to
is
do
a-
it now.
This is I mean, you can try to gauge it, but it's going to take more time. He is running down it. Roxanne, you begin to tumble down the cliff. Could you make me a dexterity saving throw with disadvantage as you like hit the cliff with your back and then fall forward down it and begin to roll?
15.
Okay, so you are going to take just a little bit of damage. I'll say you're going to go ahead and take 3 bludgeoning damage as you're just rolling down this cliff phase.
I
You
struggle to get out again.
I'd give you another one, but it's gonna be with disadvantage because you're smashing into things and
Okay.
unable to
well,
like effectively reach out and like try to untangle yourself.
I'll do it twice. Alright, it's probably gonna be an 8. Oh, they were both 8.
Okay. You're still trying to like find the knot that's even tied around you. It's just this big netted bag. You are falling for a second. And behind you, you hear like footsteps, almost like this searing
Actually,
noise.
I'm gonna instead
of
of.
someone running down the cliff.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. You
Instead of. Oh,
stand yourself back up, Rogue, and Bob, you are looking down, still running. Sounds like
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm running
so
straight down the cliff.
you are losing ground on this person as they're running away, but you are still trying to keep a beat on them, still trying to keep them in eye contact or eye sight.
So instead
Yes,
of
Rogue.
jumping down, could I shoot him? Since he's only 60
Yeah.
feet away from me with
Currently-
my short bow.
Currently, he's 60. He will be 90 very shortly, and then your turn will
Yes,
start.
but
so
if
you
I
could-
can shoot.
yeah.
Well, if
you're
I
He's
shoot
60
him-
away from me as well.
He took off running 90 feet away. Bob came up 60 to you guys, so he's 90 feet away right now.
Okay.
But he's down a mountain, so.
Yeah.
so
There are downstairs, right? I still have
There
my
are
bonus action.
stairs down. They don't go the same direction he's running anymore. They go down to the town, and he's just running into the like mountainous area. Well, technically, the way the stairs go, he'd be running directly into the town. You guys would be running perpendicular. He's running directly into this town. The stairs bring you down into it and then around.
So what I'm saying is, if I were to happen to go 45 feet down, would I get a better shot on him?
He doesn't have cover or anything here. But
yes, I know, but would I be within 80 feet if I were to
You'd
go
be,
to
if
45
he's
feet?
going perpendicular, if you go any direction, you're getting further away from him. Because he was right on you. So you're making a triangle now, which is hypotenuse further away.
Technoblade stuff.
You are right. Well, instead of using my bonus action to dash, I'll instead use my bonus action to hide.
Okay, you get back against the wall. And
Roll d20 plus 5. That's going to be a 14. He's not even looking
yeah,
at me.
he's
so
not
it doesn't
trying
matter.
to. Yeah.
But then while I'm hidden, I'll shoot at him. And since he's out of range, but I'm hidden,
You'll
regular
have the
roll.
Regular roll. Yep.
Jesus, this music.
I know, right?
And that's a 7. Fuck.
Okay, your arrow your arrow from your bow goes just flying down this cliff in the distance. It hits a rock and just begins to crackle down the cliff as well.
All right. This is a sheer cliff, or is this like?
This cliff is at probably what would it be? 150 degrees from your angle. Or sorry, 30 degrees from your
Oh,
angle, 150 from the ground. Right? If you run down this, you're gonna be like any moment. If you stop running, you are gonna just tumble. Like there's
Okay,
no
so I'd
stopping
like
if you
to,
start
like-
running down this.
Okay. Yeah, I'll start not running, but like kind of foot gliding down this cliff.
Okay, I'd say that would make you half movement to begin to like hop and try to glide down this cliff.
Just because I'd rather not take any
Okay.
falling damage, because I'm currently
Um,
very close to death.
okay, so we've got. How much speed are you at if you're at half movement? What's your total?
Currently I have 15 feet, so I think I can move 2 squares at 1 or 2 squares.
How
at
much
half
in
movement.
like a normal turn though? Because we'll just turn this into a
normal
chase and see if
turn?
you can catch up.
Normal turn I can go 90 feet.
Okay, so 90 feet. That'd be 45 if you're skidding down this and like having to catch yourself to make sure you don't fall. Bob is running 60, and he is running 90 straight down it.
Doesn't have me though, so
He doesn't have you
could
right
technically
now.
Separate me off.
If you wanted to shoot Roxanne and try to, I think I think the way this is gonna work is
No.
he goes running down, this cliff face again, with you two in tow, but slowly starting to lose him, and
Well,
Roxanne.
the moment I'm on solid
Is there
ground, I
any
can
way
run.
I can use
exactly the
mold
amount.
Earth while I'm here?
You could.
You could try. How long does Mold Earth take to cast?
It,
6 seconds. It's an action, isn't it?
Yeah, it's an action.
What do you want to try to do with Mold Earth?
Well, I'm currently
You are-
separated from him, and he's
You're not
running.
separated from him. He dropped you so he could run faster. Like he dropped you as in he was making a show of I'm just gonna fucking drop her then, and then ran after you essentially. He's
Oh, so
you're tumbling at like 60, right? So he's just gonna grab you and keep going at next turn. But
oh,
right now, this turn that just happened, he
so how far away is
dropped
he
you
from me?
down. He's just behind you, about to grab you.
Oh. Can I use mold earth to like prevent him? Like some way like shift me off? Out
You
of
could
the
try,
way,
yeah.
Out of his, like to dodge.
You
it
want to
pretty much?
kind of make the earth kind of build up in between you and him for a second.
Yeah. Or like to
You just mold earth under his
Yeah,
feet.
can
and he
you-
freeze.
Yeah.
Can mold earth do that to stone? I think it
Uh,
might
If it's
have
loose
to do
stone,
to,
yeah.
This
an
is
area of loose earth. You can instantly excavate it, move it along ground, and deposit it 5 feet away.
you could try to at
Dirt
least
or loose
move the
stone.
like stones and otherwise up.
If the dirt
along
or
him.
stone your target is on
This
the
is
ground,
this
you
is the
can-
perfect guide. You know what?
But I can make it become
make me-
difficult terrain.
Yeah, I was assuming you'd probably move the stones to try to make difficult terrain right in front of him and slip him up once, probably, before he'd
Yeah.
grab you. Okay, could you make me... We'll do this a contested. Could you make me a spell casting check? So roll a d20 and add your spell casting ability modifier. And he is going to make a dexterity saving throw.
So, what am I rolling? A d20 and...
A d20 and your spell casting ability modifier. So, like, what do you have as a plus to, like, hit someone with a spell?
Oh, wait. 2 proficiency damage? Or is it
What?
just...
You should have,
I'm
like, a
confused.
+5, +6 to, like, hit someone
Oh,
if you
plus
attack them with a
5.
spell. Okay, so you'll add a +5, and he's going to make a dexterity saving throw.
Slash roll d20 plus 5. 20.
Okay, you kind of shoot out and move, and just this small wall of pebbles just for a second and stones gets curled up in between the two of you, and he smacks into it for a second and loses his footing and has to catch himself as you continue to roll down. You kind of split off from him for a second.
How far down is this hill, by the way?
You're looking at 4 to 5 turns of tumbling. And you now just start to tumble backwards.
Can I struggle out again?
I'd say you just used your action to do that. You can try to struggle on the next turn. As
Okay.
he is like tripped up for a second and turns. Could I have Rogue and Bob behind are looking directly at this. There are 3 more figures in red cloaks waiting at the bottom of the cliff.
God fucking damn it.
Never arrest. Never arrest.
Yeah. The figures at the bottom of the cliff do not look like they can run up the cliff with such ease as this current one you are chasing. And as he is tripped up by Roxanne, let's half his movement for this turn. So Rogue, you are not losing him for this turn essentially. And Bob, you make 15 feet on him.
Alright, so is he within 60 feet of me now?
Yes, he'd be 45 feet away from Bob, 60 feet away from Rogue in that case.
Alright.
Or sorry,
I have an
30
idea for
feet
this
away from
asshole.
Bob, 45 feet away
If
from
I
Rogue.
want to keep up, I can't attack.
Yeah, you have to... We're assuming you've run that far to be this far away right now, Rogue. So, Bob, what's your idea?
Alright, so I use my bonus action to
Oh my gosh.
use unsettling
Oh
words.
my god. I am so dumb. I forgot to equip the studded leather I had.
It's okay.
Like, all my stuff just got unequipped. I was looking through my items.
Roxanne's AC has been too lower than it needs to be this whole time.
Yeah.
Okay, so this guy's going to get a -5 penalty to his next saving throw as Bob just basically says one long stream of bleeped words that aren't appropriate for broadcast television. And he is going to cast Animate Shadow.
Okay.
I love that spell so much.
So they have to make a Wisdom save against my spell save DC
With a -5 or a minus...
with a -5.
Okay, so they're making a wisdom save.
Mhm.
That's just straight roll for them, I believe. Yes, straight roll. 10. So that's gonna be a 5.
All right,
I
awesome.
think that's...
So
Ah, Bob,
for
I
the
love you.
spell's duration, which is up to 1 minute as long as I keep concentration. The shadow animates into a malevolent attacker. So all attacks against the creature are at advantage. And in addition, the shadow deals 1d6 necrotic damage at the beginning of each of the target's turn.
Okay, so he is...
And
you
they
see
can attempt...
the bit of shadow he's giving off, actually from what you now realize are like these emberous like lights that are being like slightly eked off of him. The slight shadow cast suddenly animates and jumps onto him. So
Just-
go ahead and...
And
He's just like,
at the end of each of the target's turn, they can attempt another roll to dispel the shadow and end the effect.
Okay, so damage?
Only at the beginning of the target's turn.
Oh, at
is
the beginning of
1d6.
his turn. Okay, so in that case, let's just have Roxanne go ahead and make another dexterity or strength saving throw as they're continuing to tumble down this hill.
17.
Okay, so half damage again. You did. Sorry, at disadvantage because you're tied up.
3.
Okay. I rolled a 1, so you're gonna take 1 bludgeoning damage as you continue to tumble down this. With that in mind, yes.
Wait, is the guy dead? Because
he is not dead. He hasn't taken the damage yet. He didn't look good from getting stabbed by a rogue.
I did a lot of damage.
Yeah, you did.
So
15
what we'll
damage,
go
that's
with is here we have looks like three people at the bottom of this cliff. The cliff is about 180 feet further down from where Roxanne is.
To try to stop my
I don't think so, because this isn't like loose earth. There's loose like rocks around that you can move around and stuff, but there isn't enough material to like make a
Could
mount
trip
to
him up
stop
again.
on.
That was kind of funny.
You could try to, as we go back around. How much? Go ahead and do him the damage.
What? Oh,
Because this
for
is the start
Bob.
of his turn.
Go ahead and roll him
Bob.
his damage.
He takes 4 necrotic damage.
Okay. He goes unconscious and
Oh,
flops down and
fuck.
begins to slide down the
Wait.
hill.
could I use Molders to
Oh my
slow
God.
myself, or just not like more?
I don't think so. I think you might. I think the only thing you'd be able to do with Rolled Earth right now is make a patch of more dangerous stuff to land on than you're currently rolling to. If you
what
roll
am I
high enough
rolling
on the
to?
save, you might be able to stop yourself. You don't have. You could continue to try with disadvantage to untie yourself if you want, as you're falling. I don't know. What are you trying to do, Roxanne? I'd assume the other two of you are currently making your way down this.
Yeah,
cliff
we're
face.
assuming Guy's probably gonna be dead by the time he gets out because he's just fucking rolling.
He's
Am
now
I-
rolling too, like Roxanne. Yeah.
Am I able?
and he
to...
doesn't have the bag to hold himself in, so he's just slamming his head on every single rock.
What's your question, Roxanne?
Jesus Christ, that's horrifying. You go unconscious halfway down a mountain.
Well, he fails a death save every turn because he tumbles.
Yeah.
I have the right tool for the job, which I don't know if I'm able to.
I
use
think that allows you to do it over the course of like an amount of time. I don't remember how long, but I don't think falling down a hill is the best time to remember whether or not you're good at using carpenter's supplies.
Well, no, I was just thinking if I can grab my supplies and use those to like help get out.
What do you think you
I have
use them
thief
for?
tools.
Thieves' tools are more for like unlocking stuff. You're tied up.
Okay, then can I
and
grab
falling
like
down a hill?
I don't know if grabbing a dagger while rolling down a hill is a great idea.
I mean,
we
it can't
don't.
hurt at this point.
I mean,
Yeah.
you can accidentally stab yourself, but it can't hurt. It could hurt, but let's
It could hurt, but it also could be really
it could
funny.
hurt, but it could be good.
Wait.
Do
I
you want to
also
pull out
have
a
the
dagger and try to
animated
like
knife.
cut yourself free of this instead of untying yourself? You do have
Animated.
you have a rock boy in your pocket right
Yeah.
now.
I could.
Just
Could I
fucking throw
use-
it at the guy who's unconscious.
You're gonna die
Fuck
for
you!
this. You're dying for this specific. The music stopped. I could do that. I use. Right. Let me.
Here, I'll
What?
send you some. I'll send you some more music, I guess.
I could summon, right, and then have the knife help me get out.
Yes, you know it's. I don't know how fast it is, but it's. I don't think it's fast enough to keep up with you. However, it would have one turn to like try to help you if you threw it out and commanded it.
Yeah,
to...
like in front of me. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that.
Okay, so you throw. I think it's a needle right now. Or did you return it to being a normal rock?
I think read normal rock.
Okay.
Would just be like a stone rock.
Here's
To
some
like
music.
try
as
to
well.
like.
You throw out this stone which has one sharp edge that whips around, and it's gonna try to have an attack. Do you have the stats for that? I think you can get it from your.
Yeah, 1 second.
Bob, can we beat 3 people down there? Is that something we can do?
Well, one's
don't
gonna
know
be
if we can do
dead.
Well, yeah, but there's 3
animated
others.
knife, tiny unassigned. Consenting. Armor class
have
17,
to
hit
get very
point
lucky.
12, speed. Oh, it has a flying speed of 50.
Okay, so it can't keep up with you, but it's almost as fast as
And-
Bob chasing you.
Okay, has 12 plus 1 strength, 15 plus 2 dexterity. 11
So you want to have
plus
it make an
0 armor.
attack against the ropes around you.
Dexterity. Blind sight. What?
It'll have an attack roll.
Oh, melee weapon, attack plus 4 to hit, reach 5 feet.
Yeah, so the
1
plus
target.
4 is important. This doesn't look like it's so strong that if you cut it, it wouldn't just break. So if it hits it, it's probably gonna do it. I'm gonna say, yeah, have it make an attack roll. It has flying, so I won't give it disadvantage.
So D20 plus 5.
Plus 4. It's attack roll,
4. Sorry, yeah.
and it's trying to hit your. It's trying to hit the rope.
18.
It reaches out and cuts into, and you see it slices down a piece of the rope. Actually, let's have it roll damage so we can determine whether or not I should just give, cancel out your disadvantage to try to wriggle free from this or not, because the rope has a little bit of health.
1d4 plus 1. Roll 1d4 plus 1. 4.
Okay, yeah, it cuts through, and the rope begins to tumble off of you, and you are now just normal falling down a hill, as the rope is, the net
I
is
guess that ends my turn
falling off
as
of you.
well.
Okay. It tries to chase after you. It can't really do anything.
I tell it to go attack the other guy who's tumbling
You-
down.
Fuck you!
It's like, you can't catch up to me.
No,
It can't
I'll
catch
go
either of
down.
you, so it's just gonna charge
Hey, Ray.
after them. Bob, you are chasing after Roxanne, who is now falling at about the same rate that you can run down this hill. Rogue is skipping his way down as well. As all of this is happening, I don't know. I think my thing is Roxanne is gonna hit the ground a full turn. It's gonna be 2 turns before Bob gets to do anything because he's gonna use his whole movement to get down where you guys are. Oh, he's got the spider climb though, so he can stop 60 feet away if he wants. I'm thinking.
Start gliding!
Oh yeah,
Use your wings!
I forgot about
So
that.
let's go to the next. Yeah, let's go to the next. The next round, I guess, because everyone's just running. Roxanne, you are
just sliding.
tumbling down a hill. You're trying to catch yourself with your wings, I suppose. Let's give you a dexterity saving throw. Catch yourself up on your little wings.
Put my character in the actual game down to where I am.
18.
Okay, you flutter your wings out and are falling for a second, and manage to, push against yourself, and you stop, in the air. You are just in the air now.
Wow.
Oh god, I'm still going down!
Yeah, Rogue can try to stop, and Bob can stop
Bob's
because
fine.
he's got
Can I
spider
help
climb.
Rogue?
Can somebody grab my hands?
Wait,
Grab my hands!
how far is Rogue from me? 'Cause
60
I
feet away,
fly-
right? Well, no, actually, he's
I
90
was-
feet away
I was-
from you because he's been losing
I've been
15
falling
each turn too.
slower.
I would like to just shoot the
That'd be
guy
so
who's
funny
tumbling.
if they're waiting there and just his corpse
Roxanne,
falls
you
down.
start. They are waiting there, and his corpse is falling. It's gonna hit their turn and a half for now.
I'd like to. Is he
Only
dead?
his
Is
corpse
he
falls
dead?
down, not the
your-
person they're trying to kidnap.
Your rock is chasing after them,
No, no.
and
Oh, he's gonna die either way. Most
they
likely.
are waiting down there. They see this happen, and they turn and leave.
They're just like, nope. and
They
walk
go-
around.
They leave the clearing at the bottom and dart behind some trees and look like they start to make their way off.
Okay. Can I help Rogue?
Can I? Please help me. Please,
Yeah, let's-
I,
Make it-
please help me stop.
I'm gonna help Rogue.
Make an
stop.
athletics
I'd
check
rather.
to see if you can grab Rogue as he's curdling down this
Can
hill.
I
14.
help with this? Can I give advantage?
Make a strength or dexterity saving throw, Rogue. How much did you get, Roxanne?
14.
Okay, I'll give you advantage then on it, Rogue.
Okay, so that's gonna be 11.
You are still going down, but you're not. As Roxanne like stops, you kind of bump into her, and she grabs you and is like slowing you. So you're slowing down at least as you're still going down this way. Your rock is still chasing the one that is falling, Roxanne, and
Well, is he dead? Is he dead? I just.
he doesn't look conscious.
Alive.
I then commanded like just hold it down, make sure it doesn't leave as wait for us at the bottom.
Okay, you go ahead and give it a new command, and it well then I guess he tumbles to the ground and splats. He looks dead. He looks definitely dead.
All right.
Adrenaline has been the only thing keeping me
the body.
awake right now.
Bob, you get down to the body. Rogue, you are slowly gliding
Can
down.
I cast Cure Wound while I'm... Or...
Yeah. You can
Yeah, I'll
cast it.
cast Cure Wound on Mr.
I do not
Rogueblade.
look good at all, but I look like I've been down. I'm partially on fire, probably.
Your clothes are putting themselves out.
Yeah,
That is
exactly.
true. They're slowly
heal-
fixing.
You heal 5.
I am just covered in soot.
You heal 5, by the way, Rogue.
Hell yeah, 5 is great. Thank you so much. Thank you
You're
so much,
welcome.
everyone, for not letting me die. I'm very grateful.
It's a dangerous place. We've now
You
learned.
weren't gonna die.
I
As
believe
you all
now.
more or
next
less
time, for
safely
safety,
arrive at the
we
at
should
the
bunk
bottom of this
together,
cliff.
everyone.
I would like to search his body.
Roxanne
Okay,
immediately.
I already
Yeah,
declared Bob was looting
Bob
the
made it
corpse.
there pretty soon, so you get down there, and Bob is already beginning to. This
I'd
is
like
a,
to
Look at the bodies. Look.
there's
like
this
to-
this crimson red robe, which in the shadows is extremely darkly colored. You can see like these small sandals, and as you're going through, you find a piece of like red stone.
Stone?
It's like this very dark red sort of a stone.
I'd like to
And Roxanne, you see Bob pull this out as well. He's
Can
got 30
can I
gold
grab
pieces
it?
on him, and that stone, and like clothes under his cloak, a
Can I
red
see
like
the stone?
scarf.
Can I see
Yeah.
the stone? Mr.
Can you
Mr.
just
Bob?
chill until the DM finishes talking?
No,
That's-
this is for the stone.
I
No,
finished, but yeah.
Stone.
Okay.
Read the stone. Can I see the stone? I
We'll
guess I
see.
grabbed the
You
stone.
can see the stone when we're back in a safe place, Roxanne.
You know
You were
what?
just
That's-
kidnapped.
That's fair. You know what?
I'm
And-
just like
Fair enough.
sitting down at the bottom of
you-
this
Yeah, I like-
mountain.
like
You
gliding
sit down
on
the
and
bottom,
put it
Rogue,
up.
and as you're looking out around too, you see there are a couple sets of smoldering footprints that disappear into the jungle.
Definitely like the cloak. It's
Bob
close
is
and
gonna
cool.
move up to Rogue
I-
and slap him on the shoulder with another Cure Wounds, because that's my last spell slot.
I would have saved that, but thank you.
So what
Need
was
you to
all in his
fucking
body
shake and
again?
get 12 more hit points.
Oh fuck, I'm fully healed. I'm ready to go for another combat.
Yeah.
You guys ready too?
I'm ready. I just got the quick cure wounds on myself before
No,
we
I'm ready to
in.
go back to the fucking inn and get some rest.
No, I'm down for that as well.
I be also down for going
So we
back
have
for rest.
the cloak or The scarf
You
that he
guys, he was wearing the scarf is kind of ripped a bit and stuff, and his cloak has a big hole in it from where it was stabbed. But you have
I
now
did
a big
stab him.
I
a
would like
big
to take the
crimson
cloak
cloak
and scarf
okay, you go ahead
and
and
take it back and
wrap 'em
repair
up.
it later. Yeah, no. I would like to also write on his like his chest like bad guy
Let's
with-
not do that.
before I leave, just to mark that so that if
Roxanne?
people why
Let's not do that.
just to...
Writing on corpses is bad, especially when the only writing implements we have are knives.
No, I have
she's got
pencil.
paints. She's got paints.
Oh, she
but-
does? Okay.
Yeah.
never mind.
But still, if she wants to,
I do not.
No,
like
I want to
this.
I just
I'm-
know. I just want so that
I'm
when
gonna go
people
back to
find
the-
it later, so that we can go back to the tavern and tell them that there's a dead body over here, so they can deal with it, and they'll know it's a bad guy.
Shall
I'd like to
we
just-
go back to the
Yeah.
hotel?
Yeah, I'd like
Let's
to
go back
take,
to the inn,
I'd
Rogue.
definitely
Come
like
on,
to take
up on
the
your feet,
scarf.
Yeah.
I'd definitely
Yeah.
like to take the
He
scarf.
kind, he
and
kind of.
Yep.
like
I
bad
mean,
guy and leave.
are you helping him up?
And I'll let.
We'll be
I'll let
helping him up, yes.
I'm guessing
All right.
Bob
He's
took
gonna
the
grab
gold
you,
as
and
well.
he's gonna still kind of have to like put a hand on a knee because you are kind of half his size.
Are you guys going back up the cliff?
I'm gonna
There's
go
stairs
find the
100
stairs.
something
we're
feet
going
away.
we're going to the stairway.
Yeah,
Like
okay.
I could go back up the cliff, but Rogue couldn't,
I'd
so-
rather
You guys
not go back up
Walk
the
back
cliff.
around and go up the
I
same
nearly fell
stairway
down
that
the
you
cliff
walked up
multiple
2
times.
hours ago.
What's
Yeah,
the cloak
um,
and scarf? What is it called?
You can add them to like the custom, I guess. You could either add a custom
Just
item or
like
just
it.
put them in your bottom of your list if you scroll all the way down.
Hmm.
They're special. You'll probably want to note the things about them that are different because
Can you just add
otherwise.
it later?
But Roxanne, you realize you have been not kidnapped.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That does seem to be a good thing.
Yeah.
Yes, we did save you from being kidnapped.
How
Thank
close was I
you.
to one-shotting the guy?
He had 4 hit points left.
So I entirely could have one-shot him there.
I
Just
did
so y'all know.
exactly enough damage to
Yep.
take him down.
But
That was
and
clutch, my.
and using the bolt earth to trip him up too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Like, I was trying my
Had I
hardest to get
rolled
within 60 feet of him the
literally-
entire time.
Had I rolled my max, he would have just gone down instantly.
But it would've-
You can see as Rogueblade gets up, he's giving the corpse a very wide berth as he starts to walk back to the.
So yeah, I
Walk
take
out
the
around
scarf
it and get up to
and
get up to the
um,
stairs and
the cloak.
Head back.
begin to head back up to the inn again.
Yeah. I'll take the sandals as well, just in case those are also slippers of spider climbing.
Oh yeah, that's a fair point. I don't wait. Where do I add? Oh, there's custom items.
Or he just had Spider Climb cast on him, but you know.
It's entirely possible, but I'd
Yeah,
rather
but
have our
better
resident
safe than
magic
sorry.
person figure that out.
Better safe than sorry, I
Yeah,
guess.
I'll
His-
figure it out
If we
his,
can
like-
get you a free pair
He has
of
like
those.
they're like sandals essentially. There's some sort of
No, we just
Sandals,
robbed him.
spider
very
He
climb.
almost
light
killed
footwear.
me. I'm taking everything he owned.
Okay, that's fine. I'm not stopping you. You said you did.
Yeah. Cloak. What cloak
To be
is
fair, he
this?
almost killed Rogue.
Well, he almost kidnapped
He just wanted
me.
to kidnap you.
Yeah, there was.
I was
there-
expendable like usual.
No,
I think they
healed
were.
you.
You get the
That
feeling
is
they were
true.
hoping Roxanne was drunk.
I mean, hoping and
Yeah,
having
I
that
I would
actually
like to go
happen is
back
a whole lot different.
and figure out what the heck these cloaks and scarves are. Like once they get back. Like you
Okay.
can, like,
Now you
identify.
got even more stuff to maybe identify.
Actually, you know what I just realized? Even though I did sober up Roxanne, I could imagine someone seeing them come out of a tavern and just in the general way they act, just assuming that they were sloshed the entire time.
Easily kidnappable.
Would you two
To be
like
fair,
to
I
stay in my room for
she
the
was
night?
the
You bring your
the easiest
mattresses
to
Yeah,
in
kidnap.
Yes,
The
I would
hardest
like-
Yeah,
to
that's fair.
the problem
It
is
would
the
be
other
a lot
two
easier
helping
to keep
is
an eye on you two, and if
Yeah,
someone
no, I would
comes
like
in,
that.
I
I
will.
would've-
I am entirely
I wouldn't
thinking
mind
about
that.
murder at this point of
I wouldn't
anyone.
mind that. I
who
would be
comes
okay with
near.
staying by you.
so okay. You guys make it back to the inn.
Mhm.
I would like. Yeah, I would like
Roxanne
to
now
figure out-
starting to
I'm
seem a
going
little
to,
bit more
uh,
somber and scared than earlier in the day.
I'm going
when
to
it had
open up my
seemed-
door and then extend the pole.
Well,
and
you
set
first
it on-
things first. You open your
Okay,
door
okay.
and
No,
as
no,
a bunch
I-
of ball bearings slide out. Onto
Yeah,
the
yeah.
floor.
That's what I was gonna say. I'm going to extend the pole, set it on the ground, and slide it over to get all the ball bearings in one spot.
I mean, it doesn't get them all in one spot, but it gets them all on one wall. Yeah, you just
Yeah, it gets them away from
the
the
walkway.
center
Um,
so they can walk through.
Are you guys? Roxanne mentioned wanting to tell somebody. Are you guys talking to anyone before going to sleep?
No,
Are you-
I wanna figure out what the heck these cloaks are and scarves
Okay.
are.
And
so I can figure
I'm
out-
going to just kind of using that old technique where you just kind of scoop it all. I'm gonna scoop up most of the ball bearings back into the sack to replace them out.
Yeah, you go ahead and guide them
once-
along the wall with the pole and just get back into the sack as much as
Just
you can. Start
now that
picking
it's
them up
like
one at
only a
time.
foot long, I can I can switch it
Yeah.
between 10 feet and 1 foot and
Yeah.
just kind of guide them all into the sack.
Yeah, no, I just sit on
be
his
replaced
mattress
down.
because I don't want to go back into my room.
Bob, on the other hand, is going to seek out the proprietor of the inn once more.
Okay. You go around, and it appears that the initial person that served you has gone to bed. But you find a
Alright.
couple people. There's a lot of drunk people. There's a lot of drunk
Alright.
sailors are the first people you notice. They're your crew.
Is there a staff person? like a
You
bartender.
go
or something.
looking around. You see the only person who is like bringing anything around is currently it looks like someone dressed in sort of a patchy leathers, a human man who is currently he has a bow strung across his back, and he is currently
What's his name?
dishing up a large number of drinks and turns around to bring them back to a table.
Okay. I'll wait for him to serve that table, and then on his way back, try and catch him. And
Okay, so you eye him as he goes over, and he delivers the drinks to the table and sits down with them.
Oh, fuck.
It looks like
Alright.
people are just kind of having their way because
Fuck. All right. Well, there's no one to report this to, I guess.
no one's.
We could do it in
You
the
also
morning.
you look around.
Yeah.
You don't see the mayor anywhere. You don't see Miza, and it looks like that guy. You'd guess he must be some hunter, probably, given his stature and otherwise. Besides that, there's your captain and some of the crew as well are drunk in the corner.
Okay.
That's pretty much
Yeah.
aside from random other people in the town that look like either farmers or
Alright.
just otherwise.
Well, the captain asked me to take care of the girl as a favor, so I might as well go over to him and let him know.
Okay.
I asked Rogo also to grab my mattress out of my room as I don't really
Hey,
need one
captain.
there.
Can
So
I get your
let's-
key?
We'll start with
Okay.
Bob and then we'll.
All right,
That'll
I
be
take
fine.
I just
the
hand him the
key.
key.
Okay.
Yeah. I just I'm not gonna do much more. Other than bringing mattresses in, so I'll let Bob
The
do his
key
talking.
doesn't work, so that's why we're gonna go to Bob first.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He
Okay,
kicks
that's
down
fine.
the
Bob,
door.
do your thing.
So Bob, you go and tell the captain anything besides just
Key
letting the
doesn't
captain know.
work.
Captain is very concerned that Roxanne was just kidnapped. Asks if she's here.
She's here. She's fine. We got her back. Like, almost none the worse for wear. Just a little shaken up. I will say this girl's a handful, though. Charged straight off into the jungle. Almost got eaten by a pack of raptors, too. That's a whole other issue. She's fine. She made it out the other
There-
side just fine.
What's a raptor?
Big
Tiny lizard about as tall as me. A little bit thick on the
Oh,
back
that's-
and big claws and teeth.
That must be what everyone's been catching out there.
Yeah.
That sounds. Are you? You guys going back out there to investigate stuff still?
Yeah, tomorrow after some rest. I think
Okay.
Roxanne learned the lesson to not be randomly throwing exploding rocks in the jungle.
That's a whole lot for him to take.
He
in, I'm gonna be
nods.
honest.
No, he's journeyed with us for like however long it took, like to get across the
3
ocean. He
days.
fucking knows.
He's seen this happen
He
2
doesn't
times prior,
understand.
so.
Like, oh, just another day with the girl.
Okay.
Yes, we're trying to bodyguard
He-
someone who is deliberately trying to get themselves killed.
Yeah. Well, we are shipping off in 3 days. Hopefully. We'll talk about what we're doing, when we're on the ship.
Sounds good, Captain. Y'all have a good night. I'm gonna try and get some rest.
Okay. With
All
that
right,
in mind.
so now it's time for me to try to break into the room.
yeah. Pulling out your
So I'm
thieves'
gonna try the
tools.
key.
Okay, so you.
It's
click,
not
click.
gonna work.
It doesn't work,
back and ask.
and
Just
you
come
feel
back and
like
ask. Come back and ask. Come back.
what do you do, Rogue?
Well, it doesn't work. I feel like what?
You
ahead,
feel
Al.
like
Rest of
the
us,
lock
please.
is broken. It's like the key won't even go in properly.
All right. Just 1 second. I'm gonna see what I have here to deal with
I
this.
totally don't have lock picking.
Roxanne is
tools.
sitting 5 feet away from you, just by the way, on a mattress, or 10 feet away from you.
Well, yeah.
I'm just
but
letting
I
you
also
know.
have lock picking tools, but those won't work on a broken lock.
You can
So,
try, but you can.
So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my hammer and I'm just going to fucking knock off the handle.
make an,
Well, that
make an
works
athletics
well.
check. 'You're smacking the handle.
17.
Okay, you hit the handle really hard. There's this loud king, and it gives way mostly. It's still kind of like the metal of it's still partially attached to the
And I
door,
just
but
kind of push it in like a couple
Okay,
times to get it
there's-
to come loose and
Okay,
open
you yank on it a bunch, and it pulls out. You yank out this string
Extra
of
parts.
metal pieces, and there is a lock tumbler in there. You've yanked it out.
All
So
right,
the
I'm going
lock
to
is
set
now
that
just- yeah.
inside the room,
Okay, you
and then I'm going to open the door and grab the mattress and go out and close
you
the
go
door.
into the room and see a window still swung open. As you're walking in as well and looking around, you have dark vision, so
Yep.
there are still little bits of smoke at the top of the ceiling. And along the top of the ceiling, there are those same set of smoldered footprints.
Huh. Something to think about tomorrow. I grab the mattress and I drag it
Okay,
in.
you pull the mattress out across and into the other room. Okay.
All right, here be your mattress. Bob?
Bob
I'm
is
assuming
heading up the stairs at this
Bob
point, having looked
meandering
around the
back
area.
in.
Mhm.
Bob, you
But
here?
did I identify the scarf and cloak
You've
yet?
been sitting. If you've been sitting casting it, you'll get it as Bob
Yeah.
comes in and talks to Rogue. So let's.
Yeah.
If they're talking to each other, I guess you can talk if you have anything important.
I'll let them talk and just listen over while I'm figuring this out.
It's
How
okay.
are you
Sorry,
doing,
you're gonna have to
Bob?
repeat what you said. Okay,
As
yeah.
Bob. Oh, how are you doing, Bob? I know it's been a long day for you.
I'm just fucking tired, man.
I feel that me as well. I feel like during that fight, the fire
Bob's
just
off.
took me out there, and I don't know, I'm choosing to trust you with my room. And this is very hard for me. So please don't betray my trust, and please just come have a nap while we can, or a full on. Let's get some 12 hours in here. I'm thinking.
You don't have to worry
Well-
about me. I'm a bard. I'm not a thief. I play my music, occasionally share a bed with someone. Maybe that someone's a married noble on occasion. I don't do it intentionally.
You did say that about that is how you got on the ship. So
So
many things. Would you like me to help you
we're
carry your
going
bed
to
in?
be traveling together for the foreseeable future. I feel like I'm not
By the
going
way,
to be stealing anything from your room.
Don't touch the window. It's covered in oil. Don't ask me about it. It's personal reasons.
Rogue, you
I
actually
put
start
in
to feel a
lots of
little
booby
bit.
traps.
You're like, there's oil on the window, and I'm glad nobody stepped on it with fire and burned down
I
the whole
would have
thing.
I would have been laughing so hard if Mr. Fire Shoes fucking stepped on my oil trap.
I mean, it would be kind of hilarious.
It would have been so fucking funny, and it would have lit up the whole fucking
Here's-
town. But that would have been funny.
Yeah, that honestly it would have been. Now, Rogue. Here's what I'm gonna do.
Aye.
All right,
You're like, yeah, that would have
I'm
been.
gonna go grab that big human-sized blanket in my room. I'm gonna
Aye.
make a little nest in front of the door so that I can be a doorstop / alarm for if anybody tries to force their way in.
Actually,
And-
I was just going to put a bunch of traps on the door, if you don't mind. You probably
I-
won't when I get up.
I
in
would
the night.
prefer if you didn't.
I don't like doors. I don't like doors. But if you'd like to sleep in front of there, I will put more
I-
traps in front of the window.
I will sleep in
is-
front of the door.
That will
That
just
way, if
help
there is a
calm me
fight,
down.
we're not going to have to do it in some wacky sort of situation where the entire room's on fire.
It would have been funny though if the room caught on fire.
Burn down the last remaining usable.
Bob is just going to give him a
House in his-
deadpan look. Like, really, after all the shit that went on today, you're gonna say that to me out loud?
Look, okay. I'm trying my best to find any sense of comedy I can right now, and it is very hard to make a comedic situation when I nearly died.
Let's just go to bed, Rogue.
Let's go to bed. Let's
This
go
is
to
the
bed.
life
All
of an
right. All
adventurer.
right.
This is the life of a pirate. You signed up for this.
I be a pirate. And I'm gonna head into the room and leave the door open for him to come in with his big
Bob,
old
come
blanket.
in.
And Bob will grab a blanket from his room and then just make a little nest in front of the door. And just
Had
sleep
I,
there.
have I figured out what
When
the
you
Roxanne-
come
Roxanne-
in, when you come in, Rogue is just hammering pythons into the wall and putting up a rope trap in front of the window.
Okay.
We are going to have to pay so much extra to cover these damages.
Not if we don't tell them about it.
That's not how this works. That's not how
Um,
any of this works.
So
It'll be fine.
Roxanne, this is a normal cloak. I mean, it's dyed a crimson red, and a normal scarf also dyed
It's
red.
also bloody.
They've got the scarf and robe both have a stain of blood across them from having been stabbed into, but
Let's be clear, a very good
Has a
stab.
hole.
yes, a very
Yeah, it
good
was
stab.
nice. I'll fix these tomorrow. I just throw them to the side.
Rogue is going to set himself up in the corner again and just kind of go into his little sleep trance.
I would like to sleep next to Rogue.
Okay, you guys sit up next to the corner, trance it
Rogue
out.
is already in his sleep trance. He can't tell. He's
Bob
fucking
does
tired.
some
I grabbed his
snoring.
arm and wrap my.
Make
grab
are
it.
you doing it to wake him up, or are you doing it
No,
without?
no. To sleep next to him.
Make a
I'm
sleight of
scared.
hand check as you do that.
Wait, sleight of hand. Which one's that? Oh, this one. 7.
Rogue, you're awoken to someone manipulating your arm.
Look, alright, it's a long day. If someone needs comforting by grabbing my arm, I'm going to let them.
Yep.
That doesn't mean I like being touched. That is just a comfort thing for them. This also is going to keep me up for about an extra hour of trying to get to sleep.
Okay,
So I'm gonna wake up a bit later than Roxanne.
good to know. Roxanne, did you also there was a rock I just remembered that Bob found as well on the guy.
Oh yeah. Did I
I-
figure out?
Did Bob even give it to you?
No, I grabbed everything. I
Rob-
stole everything off of that
Okay,
guy
then
except for
Bob
the
would have
underwear.
given her the rock. once we were back.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's brimstone, just hellstone, also known as. It's this reddish, dark, crimson rock, which is carved, and you find kind of shaped well that it might work as a spellcasting focus for someone.
I'll deal with it in the morning. Wait, do I see what it's written on? What's it written in?
It's not like there's nothing written on it, but there's like it's carved into it, not like intricate, but like a
Like it could
Um,
hold like a magical property.
yeah, it's carved in such a way that it allows it to attune to some sort of magic to allow it to be a spellcasting focus. It's like a crystal, essentially, like a spellcasting focus crystal.
So if you like focus on it, it'll do some spell.
You can use it to cast spells without material components.
Oh.
Right.
So if I
So spellcasting focus. If something has material components that don't cost a certain amount, you can, instead of having that specific thing like how you need a lightning bug to cast dancing lights, instead because you have your rock, you can cast it. This is the same thing just for that person instead, so that he doesn't have to use other components in order to cast that fire column.
Oh, so I could eventually learn that fire column?
That's not what I said.
Okay, that's what you said.
If you learn Agonazer's Scorcher and the and are a specific kind of warlock that lets you extend it to a greater length of time, then maybe, but
Well, I just take a long rest and I deal with it later.
okay. With that in
Sleeping next
mind,
to Rogue.
the three of you get to sleep and wake up the following morning. Yeah, so Roxanne, you wake up first, then Rogue, then Bob. So if there's anything you want to do with your morning, that's the order of operations.
Repair the well, I'd like to go down and ask the barmaiden if she knows anything about like what those scarves and cloaks mean. Or rock.
You
Not
go
the barmaiden.
down-
Sorry, the mayor.
The mayor? You
Yeah,
go down
mayor.
in the morning and cannot find the mayor down there.
Then I'll just whoever it seems like they would know the most about this place.
Okay. There is a passed out guy. There's a couple of passed out people in a section. They look like they're probably hunters of some kind, just in a at a table in the back. There's a couple of your crewmates down here right now. You would doubt they'd know. And then
Yeah.
there is that the barmaid from yesterday that's delivering some food to people in the morning.
Okay, so it's just the hunters and
There's a couple of people here like getting food from the barmaid as well. They don't necessarily look like they'd know much about outside of the city. Um,
so
they,
there's a
they look
hunter,
like
the
they're
pirates,
commoners.
barmaid, and then commoner,
Some
and then like the
commoners
city
getting food
folk.
for the morning. Yeah.
Well, I'd like to go see if the hunters would happen to know anything about it.
Okay, you head up to the hunters that look a little bit hungover as you get up to them and kind of how do you approach? There's two of them sitting like slumped over on either side of a table, and then one in the back of this little like bar section that's slumped over the same table
Uh,
but like leaning.
excuse me, would you guys
Oh.
happen to know anything about what these
They
cloaks
wake
and
up and
scarves are? You seem like
the
you
three of them wake
know
up
a
and
lot about
kind of
this land.
look across you. The one in the back looks at it, and the other two kind of look at him for a second, and he goes, "Those are they're I saw some people in the jungle a couple days ago, cloak like that. We tried to follow them, but lost them."
Oh, people in these cloaks tried to kidnap me last night, so wondering if anyone had information on them.
Uh, the two that are right in front, kind of go, they shake their head like they almost look at him like they thought he was lying when he told them that his hunting party saw, and are now like, oh, there are people with red cloaks out there in the woods. They get up and leave, and he kind of goes, I can tell you what I saw.
What might be useful? They have like
Name's
a bunch of fire or embers.
what's your name? What's your name?
Roxanne, what's yours?
Oh, Rosen.
Resin? Like tree resin?
Rosen, Rosen.
Oh, Rosen. Like you're rosing up in the morning?
Uh, I guess. I wish I wasn't, but uh,
Yeah.
well, I'm a hunter, as you can probably tell. Gestures to the
Yeah.
bow. A couple days ago, three days ago, we went out and some up off in the city, up past the waterfall. They were out in the forest. We saw them. They saw us, darted away. I don't know if
Oh,
there's anything else
okay.
to
No?
give
We're
you.
about
They
where
didn't.
in the forest? Yeah, pull out
We
the
were
map
out past
that
the so
pull out the map the mayor gave to me and
he
so I
gestures
have
out.
like point at.
He gestures out like this way. Like outskirts of the city. Past there's a big waterfall. We were hunting there.
Hmm. Well, thank you for the information, Mr. Rosen.
Yeah.
And good luck on the hunts today, I guess.
Thanks. Hopefully. I heard, were you one of the ones that came in with
The ship
the
folk?
well, the ship folk, but a couple people came back yesterday. We were told with some of the raptors.
Yeah. I had a tumble with the raptors
You're the ones
yesterday.
that fought them.
That did happen.
Well,
Yes.
we're glad your little troop was okay. Those things can be.
Yeah.
We've lost a couple
Yeah,
to them already.
Yeah, their bites kind of hurt, and their claws,
Yeah,
especially when there's
hurt
5
like
on
hell.
you at once.
Well, I'm very glad you got out then.
Yeah, I know. It was something that I just just dropped a quick smoke bomb, and then they couldn't see, and I just backed out. It's
Are
kind
you
of funny
a
too.
you a wizard or something?
Ah,
You're dressed
no.
like one.
Uh,
I'm not as
No.
posh as one, but you kind of
No,
dressed like
a little
a
bit.
old Mizza.
is there?
Mizza the mayor.
Oh, yeah, Miser. Oh, speaking of Miser, where is she?
I
I'd like
haven't
to-
seen this
maybe she
morning.
might-
He
You
just woke up. He
really
woke
sou-
up like
You really sounded drunk right there.
he
That's why I liked it.
he woke up like a minute ago.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for the information, and yeah, it's that and that.
Okay.
I go walk to the barmaiden and ask her where Mizun is.
Okay. You ask. I haven't seen
And-
her today.
Hmm.
She,
Hopefully she wasn't kidnapped.
Normally she shows up. Rather early. It's about the time she should be here.
Where's her a humble abode?
She stays on the upper floors.
Oh. Well, where may I find? Where would her room be? I'd like to
She
ask her about some stuff that happened last night.
she looks at you, and for a second she looks like she's about to question you because someone got kidnapped last night, but then she recognizes that you are the person that got kidnapped last night. She stays fourth floor, very top, the captain's quarters, I guess would be what it's called, or it used to be. It's been
Ah.
turned into a couple of lofts. She's on the middle.
Okay. Well, thank you. And I go to the room and
Okay,
knock
so you
on the
head
door.
upstairs. I'd say rogue as well. You're waking up. What are you doing with your morning?
Overall, Rogue's just gonna go and
Well, I guess
he's
you
gonna
might
try it and
you would
put the
definitely
rooms
notice
back
that I'm
into place,
not there.
just so people won't notice as much has
Just-
been happening. He's gonna take down his rope trap from the window. He's gonna leave the oil there because there's not much he can do about that.
It's just slowly evaporating, making the room smell very flammable.
Yeah, better the room than me, okay? So then I'm gonna go and put the mattresses back where they go,
Okay.
and I'm assuming Bob's
Bob's still asleep.
yeah,
Bob's
but
just
he had to be
scratched up.
moved because
You-
Bob is
Roxanne
now
got out.
residing in a blanket nest that's been shoved
Are
into
you-
the corner as Roxanne had to open the door.
I forgot about that completely.
Which is what I was wondering about this whole time while
That's
Roxanne's
such
been
a
out,
good
is what
point. I
happened to
forgot.
No,
Bob.
I was
Bob.
incredibly amused by this because I was like, in order to get out of the room, Roxanne would have had to
Roxanne
move Bob out of
forgot
the
you
way.
were in front of the door and then just
Totally
opened
see
it.
You
how
just
Roxanne
slid.
forgetting
You're just-
Bob exists.
you
and
see-
swing him aside as
You
he's
see like
sleeping.
a cornered like cake shape now, like a slice of cake because the door slid it into the wall. Just
So
shaped
without
section of
disturb,
Bob. just in
trying
the
not to
corner.
disturb him, he is snoring loudly and sleeps kind of like a brick. I'm going to drag him out a little bit and just kind of cover him back over with his blanket so he's nice and, covered and not, naked. out
Shimmy,
in
shimmy,
front of
shimmy,
everyone.
shimmy, shimmy, shake.
Someone sleeping in your room. What the hell?
Bob.
Look, I'm just making sure, okay?
Yeah, and that's fine.
I
Okay,
completely
making sure
forgot
he's
about
blanket covered, going to take one of the pillows and put it under his head.
With the elegance
keep
of
it-
an elven rogue, you
With the elegance of a sleight of hand of
tuck
plus
Bob
3.
back in.
Tuck Bob back in, move the mattresses back to where they go, and make sure that the room. I kind of hide the broken doorknob underneath the mattress.
Okay.
Just like
Make
I'm
it
not
so.
dealing with this.
I'd assume
I'm
you're
gonna
also
push it
not
under
dealing with
here.
the footsteps on the ceiling, footprints on the ceiling.
What can I do? I can't get up to the ceiling.
Just asking.
What do you want me to do? I don't have spider climb. You want me to ask Roxanne? She's fucking gone. An hour before I woke up.
She's just upstairs, but you don't know.
So I'm
that.
gonna close the door quietly and pretend I was never in there.
Okay.
It was all
And I'm
Bob.
going to
it
go
just
back
kind
to
of-
my room.
It lightly swings back into the room as you leave.
I'm going to take a python and I'm going to jam it into the door. No, I'm kidding.
No,
It
okay.
swings open. That's fine. I'm gonna head back to my room, kind of sit back on the bed, and just sort of. I guess I'm waiting for Bob to wake up at this point,
You do
and
some
I think
thinking.
I do some thinking because I
Okay.
I hadn't been that close to death in a long time.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I think with that in mind, Roxanne, you go upstairs and go to the center room of an area that looks like it used to be the captain's quarters, very similar to the one of your ship, where it's like a section that goes in and then has a room. However,
Yeah,
it's been
I'll knock on the
split
door.
into 5 rooms that look like they've been kind of cordoned off. You go to the middle one and knock.
Misty, are you there?
There's no response after about 20 seconds of waiting.
I try the handle.
You tug on it, it appears locked.
Hello? Anybody in there? And I knock a bit louder.
Still no response.
Well, you know what's next. I pull out the thief tool
Okay.
and I unpick the door.
Okay, go ahead and make you're not proficient in thieves' tools, we established, right? You're just
Well,
I don't remember.
well, I don't. I have. Wait. Let's say something's artificer traits. Let me just double check. Artificer, the right tool with thief tools or artisan tools in hand. You can magically create one set of artisan tools in a non-occupied space
Oh, you're
inside the
good.
creature. Yeah, stone cut. So
You
I
got
can
thieves'
just.
tools. Yeah, you're good.
Yeah. Well, no, I was just wondering if I had
Make
this
a
ability.
dexterity or intelligence check. This seems like a kind of hard lock, so do an dexterity or intelligence check and add your proficiency bonus on top of that.
17 for
You
intelligence.
go ahead and start putting it in and turning the tumblers in the lock. You feel like you get this lock partially opened, and then you're pushing down a piece of the thieves' tools at the end, and the lock itself like jams for a second and pushes you out.
So like it's
Like
magically
it's either
magic or
magic or it's
broken.
got some sort of mechanism that stopped you right at that point.
Hmm. Can I try to shim the door open? Like push the deadbolt out of the way?
With an athletics check, you can try to push it, yeah.
I don't know if you understand what I've watched way too much mock clicking lawyer. So I know.
I think you mean you're trying to like get the deadbolt out enough that you can just push the door without having to care about it, but that's what the check is for. The lock doesn't seem like it's just a deadbolt. It seems like there's something
Oh, like
about
this
it that you're
Wait,
unable to fix.
which side are the door hinges on? Are they on the outside or the inside?
Inside.
Okay. Good choice. You know what I was gonna do there next then.
I mean, yeah, but putting them on the outside is a bad choice if you don't want
I
people in the
know.
room.
Yeah, generally speaking, yes.
Yeah, I know.
That is
That's
the
why I
case.
wanted to check. Then wait. How long would it take to make the homunculus servant into thieves' tools? The geomantic
Well,
summon.
it's not. You can make it into thieves' tools. You used your thing to do it, so
Well, no, I've taken a long rest already.
yeah. I assumed you had made thieves' tools because you just used them to try to pick the lock.
Oh, okay. Oh, then wouldn't I have a bonus then? Because it was.
I told you to add your bonus.
Oh, yeah, I added the intelligence.
So you make an
bonus.
intelligence check and then you add your proficiency bonus because you're proficient in them.
Oh, what's proficiency bonus then? Where's that? Oh, +2. Then there'd have been a 19.
That's a different number, Nazca.
Yeah.
Okay, so you go ahead and try again. You're like, I wonder if I can shimmy the deadbolts away from. You go back in and go back to working at it. About another 10 seconds go by as you're shimmying it, and the door does unclick, and you do manage to get the door swinging free. It can open.
So I open it and look inside.
You are doing that, and you hear, well, not here, behind you on your shoulder, a hand claps down,
Yep.
and I think we're gonna pick up there next time.